And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Justin F. Caressel Stadium on the campus of Defiance College. And welcome to the 2024 Defiance College football season. Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts up here in the booth. And Randy, it's a new beginning for the Yellow Jackets, a whole new set of circumstances making the switch to the NAIA.
Yeah, it's something we've talked about the last year or so, ever since they announced the plan to move to NAIA, what it would look like, the teams they would play. Well, we found out here that football, at least for this year, is going to look a little bit different than the transitional year, and then full membership next year into the Mid-States Football Association. So we're going to get a little bit of a mix of new and old this year. There's still 4 old foes from the D3 days on the schedule as well. So this year is going to be an interesting year for DC football. Really no hopes at a postseason with the year. So next year is a full member, chance to play for championships and move on, and postseason berth and NAIA and all that. And it's just going to be for football only. Basketball is going to get the full membership when we get to that part of the year. But this will be an interesting time. So 11 games for DC to be the best they can be this year.
This is the first of 3 straight home contests for the Jackets, so this is their home opener, of course, today with the Judson Eagles, and then that 3-game home stretch will conclude with homecoming on October 5, and that, Randy, will be here before you know it. Homecoming, always an exciting time, but we have a little bit of work between now and homecoming here in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Yeah, kind of an odd season this year. They started with 2 on the road, lost both of them, now 3 straight at home, and then we'll get another break where we won't see each other for a while, and then it feels like it's 2 or 3 right in a row. So, again, a patchwork schedule like we mentioned this year, but they'll make the best of it and see what they can do for the 2024 season.
We're going to look at the Judson Eagles first because we have a conversation with the coach coming up here in just a few minutes. Coach Nicholls was kind enough to give us a little bit of his time this week to break down both squads, but the Judson Eagles are led by second-year head coach Quentin Dempson. Folks, if that name sounds familiar to you, he played in the NFL for 10 seasons with the Eagles, the Texans, the Chiefs, the Giants, and the Bears. Was a standout safety and special teams expert. And the football team is in its 4th season. They snapped a 10-game losing streak in their season opener, edging Madonna 28-27. That's a common opponent for the Jackets as well. So I think a lot will be learned not only about the Jackets, but also potentially scouting an upcoming opponent to see how the Jackets handle Judson today.
Yeah, I think that's right. And that's really all you can do, right? That transitive property. All right, you lost this team by 4, but you beat this team by 8. That means Team C should be better than Team B and anything like that. But I'm interested taking a look at this big quarterback for Judson, a 6'3", 200-pound sophomore, Jake Parker, is thrown for over 250 yards a game. He's got 525 yards already in 2 games, 7 touchdowns. So I know we talked to Coach about it, and we'll have that in a little bit. This is a team that's going to air it out. And DC, that defensive backfield, that secondary was tested a lot last year. It's big hitters. Coach will mention again as well, Vishon Palmer's one that sticks out to me as a guy that's been returning, and I think those guys are really going to be tested this afternoon.
As you mentioned, 525 passing yards for Jake Parker, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's getting 263 yards a game. And really that's how they are making their offense, Randy, because when you look at the rushing game is kind of fallen behind in terms of the balance. Their leading rusher, Frank Adu, only has 57 yards on the ground. Marshawn Smith has 47, and Caden Redmond has 45. So not a whole lot of rushing, but when you look at the passing game, Grant Alexander Jr. leads the team with 11 catches for 229 yards and 3 scores. Seems like they'd want to maybe shift double coverage onto him to see how things shake out.
Yeah, see what the offensive sets look like. Everyone just says double coverage. And it's easier said than done. If you're going to throw 4 receivers out there, it's tough to double. If it's going to, how many are you going to rush? What do you want to do too? So we'll see what the looks look like. Offensively, do they come out in an empty set? Or are they going to? Is it a thing where we've seen this through the years where teams say they throw the ball, but then they come out 2 backs, and then you're going to throw out of it this way. Are they going to show us something maybe that keeps them honest? So we'll see what it is going to look like offensively out of Judson.
Judson loses their opener, but they They win their opener against Madonna, as we mentioned, but they lose last week to Taylor, Indiana, 52-29. And that was kind of a dominant performance by Taylor. And you can see the standings on screen there. Taylor goes to 3-0 with that victory last week, puts up 31 points in the first half. Judson kept it competitive in the second quarter. It was 31-14 going into the half, but too much Taylor all the way around. And Randy, when you look at the Jackets, kind of comparatively speaking, last week against St. Francis held a nice 21-0 lead based on some turnovers, but were unable to hold that lead as we'll step aside for the national anthem. So the national anthem plays, and we kind of settle into the Jacket side of it. And Randy, we just mentioned a 21-0 lead going in early with the Jackets, but they're unable to hold on to that lead as St. Francis really woke up in that second half and kind of took care of business at home.
Yeah, it was really that fourth quarter. It was a close game going into the fourth quarter, but then 37 points scored in the fourth quarter by St. Francis, kind of the undoing of Defiance. So Jackets, like we're going to hear Coach Nicholls say, still looking to put 4 full quarters together.
And on that note, we had a conversation with the coach earlier this week. We're going to take a look at that footage right now. Our conversation with Coach Bill Nicholls on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. And welcome into a conversation with the coach, Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts, and Coach Bill Nicholls. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing well. Excited to be here talking about our team again.
Absolutely. Well, let's dive right into it. First question from me. The Jackets jumped out to an early lead against St. Francis this past Saturday, and that was thanks in part to forcing some key turnovers. Let's just talk a little bit about the defense and the special teams stepping up with those key takeaways.
Oh, yeah, they really did. They stepped up to the plate that first half and allowed us to have some big plays. You know, going into that game, we were down 7 starters going into that game, and we had quite a few guys step up and make big plays for us. So, you know, one of those guys being Caleb Gaba stepped in at the strong safety position and was all over the field, also made a bunch of plays on special teams. And also Jerry and Vashon Palmer are 2 guys that you're going to be hearing quite a bit of throughout the season, and they stepped up big time for us.
Yeah, Vashon Palmer was a big guy last year that I felt contributed a lot for you.
Yes.
He seems to be off to a pretty good start.
Yes, sir. Yep. The move up in competition, you know, it has not affected his play. He's done a really good job for us. So.
All right, Coach, the passing game was really cooking in the first half, and they racked up 412 yards in the game. Let's just talk about the O-line, give them a little love, keeping a clean pocket for Jelani.
Oh, yeah, they did a great job, those guys. I mean, they're constantly in our offices watching film and preparing. They work their butts off, man. And, you know, we're also down our right tackle. So Paul Hawker stepped up, was his first collegiate start. And he was able to help us, you know, protect Jelani and give him time to be able to make some plays. And just very proud of those guys. They keep grinding. They're undeterred, man. It doesn't matter. They're just on to the next play. Good, bad, or indifferent, the way you want them to be. You know, those guys work their butts off. We're proud of them.
Hey, Coach, it felt like, you know, through your first 2 games, you had kind of offensively, you had the slow start in the opener. The following week, you got off to that good start and then had some trouble. So is it just the thing where you're you're trying to just put 4 quarters together in a game?
Absolutely. You hit it on the head. We got to learn how to play a whole game, and play complementary football, offensively, defensively, special teams for 4 quarters. That's what it takes to win. And that's a difficult thing when you have a young team and a bunch of guys that are, earning their playing time for the first time around. So I feel like we're coming together. We are getting better each day. We see it in practice day in and day out. It's just going to take a little bit, we've had a very good week of practice thus far, and hopefully it shows up on Saturday too.
The inside linebacker position was really busy last Saturday. Cody Johnson had a real impact with 10 total tackles, and Braden Burkholz added 8. They do a great job at diagnosing those plays, don't they?
Yes, they do. And those guys, it's a testament to their work ethic too. They're constantly in our offices watching film on their own, working their butts off in practice. So we're really proud of them. And Burkholz had played quite a bit for us last year. Had a great spring, but actually in week 1, we had Woodson was starting for us at that inside linebacker position. He got hurt that first game. So this week we have a little bit of a linebacker competition here to see who's going to be starting on Saturday. So we should have that cleared up by Friday, hopefully.
And the competition's got to make you better, though, right? I mean, everyone's going to give you their best all week.
100%. And that's something, since I've been here and taken over this program, and we compete each week to see who the starter is going to be, and you have a bad week of practice, somebody's got to step up. It's a next man up mentality. We got to find a way to be able to field the best 11 guys out there at a time. So it's my job to make sure that we got the right guys on the bus first off, and then the right guys on the field from there. So we truly do. We embrace that competition aspect.
Coach, you mentioned being 7 players down, 7 starters down last week going to St. Francis. How's the overall health of the team right now heading into week 3?
Good, much better this week. Our training staff has done a great job with those guys, and they take their rehab seriously too. The players do. They want to be out there on the field. So, there's no just sitting around at practice or anything like that. Everybody's getting rehab. Everybody's working. We need to be a whole program strong. So they're working hard to get back.
Hey, speaking of week 3, Judson, the home opener for you guys.
Yep.
Taking a look at just some of the numbers early on, you kind of studying box scores. Looks like a team that has given up some points and yardage this year. So offensively, do you kind of like the 11 of 11 of your offense going up against their defense?
I think it's a pretty good matchup for us. What they do defensively, they're very, very multiple. I mean, we're going to see 7 different fronts. We're going to see a bunch of different coverages. They're going to play a bunch of different guys. So to me, it's got to be one of 2 things: is it's a strategic thing, or they're looking for an answer, trying to figure out what their real identity is going to be. But that also puts us, from an offensive game planning perspective, kind of puts us at a disadvantage a little bit, because we got to prepare for everything. They put it on film. We got to be ready for it. So a bunch of time's been spent on working through all those various fronts and coverages to make sure our guys are prepared and ready to rock on Saturday.
And then,
Coach, go ahead, Randy.
I was just going to ask, defensively, your defense against their offense, it looks like they've got a young quarterback that's thrown the ball around a little bit through a couple of games. You getting prepared for that?
Yeah, very impressed with their quarterback. They've been able to take the tops off of the defense the last 2 weeks. Luckily, I do feel good about our defensive backfield. We just have to be disciplined. And again, it just goes back to playing the next play. Good, bad, or indifferent, you got to be able to reset, line up, and go play the next play. And that's going to be key for us. We also got to be able to hit the quarterback. We need to live.
Coach, let's look at there you go. That's an important part of it on the defensive
100%.
side. Is getting pressure on the quarterback one of the keys to this weekend's game?
100%. We need to be able to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. If we can do that, we should have the outcome that we want.
And we appreciate the conversation with the coach. Hope you enjoyed that segment as well. We'll try to do that interview with Coach Bill Nicholls prior to every home game we have on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network this year. Randy, the Jackets win the toss, and as teams often do, they elected to defer to the second half. So we'll see that Judson passing game potentially coming out first.
Yeah, good choice by Defiance winning the toss. If you thought maybe you had a major advantage with your offense going up against someone's defense, you may think about putting your offense on the field first. But with DC wanting to have that choice second half, I think it's a smart one, and take their chances with our defense going up against their offense.
So we have the standard kickoff in college, not the dynamic kickoff that you see
not yet
on Sundays and Thursdays.
It'll trickle down eventually.
So the traditional kickoff rules apply. Jackets will be teeing it up at the 35-yard line. And Sanchez will boot this one away. 2 receivers deep for Judson. And here after the kickoff, we'll introduce you to the Judson offensive starting unit. And then we'll also get you introduced to the Jackets defensive starting unit. And then when Jackets possess the ball, we'll flip the script and go the opposite way for you. So appreciate you tuning in on this home opener for the Yellow Jackets. Jackets come in 0-2. The Judson Eagles 1-1 on this young season. Sanchez tees it up, boots it off, gets it back into the end zone. This one will be returned out to the 10, 15, 20. Has the seam, fumbles the ball. Jackets look adamant that they have it.
Saw one of the officials. Yeah, saw one of the officials run in quickly, and that's just going to be a melee at the bottom of that pile. We're going to take a look at this one more time.
Saw that ball.
It was stripped from behind. I didn't get to see a number, but you saw someone from behind reach out with one hand, knock that away. It's a good start for Defiance College, able to force a turnover on the opening kickoff.
So this is kind of a unique situation for the Jackets that you defer. So you typically would think you're going to have your defense out there first, but now you have the opportunity to possess the ball first and still get the kickoff to start the second half. Jelani Warren in the pistol with Cooper Sloan behind him is the running back. We send a receiver in motion. This was handed off up the middle. Sloan to the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Nice gain on first down for the Jackets, and it's important, I think, for them to get this running game going.
Yeah, nice job. Just, if anything else, stay ahead of the chain. 2nd and 5 is very workable. I'd like to see him work on that handoff a little bit. You saw Cooper Sloan juggling that handoff.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is turn that ball back over after you just forced a turnover in plus territory there. Sloan lines up to Warren's left. This one fakes the jet sweep. Warren will take off. He's got some room down the right side to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. They'll mark him out of bounds just shy of the goal line at about the 3-yard line. A nice run by Warren.
Yeah, you see just breaks contain, and as the outside left open, he's going to turn the corner. Had a big game where he threw for over 300, ran for over 100. And you see him reach out, tried to go for the pylon, ended up just a little short.
I apologize to folks. I mentioned that we would get to know the offense and defense, but the Jackets are moving so quickly on offense, I might have to wait until the next possession to announce the starters. The Jackets are putting a very impressive first possession together after forcing the kickoff turnover. So we have 2 receivers in motion. They'll have to reset. Now he's sending one in motion back to the top. Warren with the design draw. This one's going into the end zone for a Jackets touchdown.
Yeah, it's like you said, Jim, design run the entire way and able to see the opening off the left side, able to get in and score. So good start for DC. Forced the turnover on the kickoff, turns it into points. Not only do they turn it into points, but they turned it into 6 with a touchdown. I don't know how many times we've seen the last couple of years where maybe they've settled for field goals in situations like that, but huge start for the Jackets here.
Special teams for the Jackets coming up big, forcing the turnover, and the point after try is good for Zeke Sanchez, so that makes the score in the Defiance College scoreboard 7-0. Randy, that was an impressive set of plays there, beginning with forcing the turnover like we talked about last week against St. Francis.
Yeah, Jelani Warren really stepped up there, had that big scramble, was able to break contain, get to the outside, turned it up, that big run, followed it in with the power running there. So apparently touchdowns here at Defiance are worth 19 as they're having trouble just putting a 7 on the scoreboard. They put 26 up right now.
I'll take it. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. So thank you to Mercy Health for your sponsorship of today's broadcast. Jackets will get ready to tee this one up for a second time, and it looks like Gregory Breston, the freshman, is actually going to kick this one off, Randy.
Yeah, just giving some different people some work, it looks like here.
Certainly got the leg. This one drilled into the end zone. This one's going to be returned as well.
Yeah,
out to the 10. Runs into a wall there at about the 17, 18-yard line. They'll mark him at the 20, where his forward progress was stopped.
I can see why they elected to go with Breston there, as he knocked that one a couple yards deep into the end zone. Judson wanted to play the return, so had a chance.
So there's the Judson offense on the screen. Starts with, on the line, Aiden Burke, Brian Hammer. Nope, that's offense for the Jackets. My apologies. I'll get the, you see the starters on the screen there. I'll get my 2 deep for Judson here momentarily. That's my bad. Apologize. But you see the high-powered passing attack that we talked about, Randy, with Judson, and they line up with the one-back set, just like the Jackets did. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Screen pass coming. Plenty of room to roam to the 30, 35. Tries to make a man miss to the 40. He's off to the races. And he's finally down. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Judson. He must have stepped out of bounds right there. But a great screen pass to open up.
Yeah, I think he took a jab step. Yeah, that's what we talked about in our pregame. So Judson's going to send everyone deep, left the middle of the field open. Just a quick little route, able to get into the open space. And we'll see. I didn't see him step out of bounds there, but they're going to mark him out back at the 48.
Yeah, I didn't either. But, again, the Jackets caught off guard with that screen play. 2 wide to both sides here with a man in motion. Screen pass, this one thrown behind the line of scrimmage. This one a little better diagnosed by the Jackets. This will be a short gain of maybe a yard or 2, getting them close to midfield. Got the Jackets defense on the screen there. Starts with Richard Pope IV, Justin Austin, Davidson LeConte, and Dominic Harris. The linebackers are Cody Johnson and Braden Burkholz. Caleb Gabes, Jayado Boating, Vashon Palmer, Isaiah Watts, and Justice Ashley are your defensive backfield. And that defensive backfield, Randy, is going to be tested today.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a couple linebackers as spies for the running backs. We've seen 2 passes in the flat, and we'll see if Judson, this time they do throw a little bit further downfield.
This one caught down the sidelines, lost his footing at about the 15-yard line. But a tremendous job right there getting that completion out. That was Grant Alexander, the 6'2", 180-pound junior, on the catch and run. And Judson's moving the ball quick on offense.
Yeah, guy you mentioned in our pregame, big play receiver Grant Alexander, junior receiver, the big play. One thing is evident, and that is this Judson team has some speed.
Yeah, they're not afraid to mix the screens with the downfield. And it's like using the run. The screen is like an extension of the run game, so it's just used to set up the pass. But now they're in the red area. Let's see if they try to mix run with pass. They will, and it'll go close to nowhere. Down to about the 15. Short gain on first down. The Jackets players slow to get up. That's Richard Pope IV. Certainly don't want, and he came off the field for a few plays against St. Francis last week, so it's good to see him back on the field. But you always hold your breath a little bit when any of the players go down for an extended period of time.
Yeah, Pope's going to be a guy that DC is going to want to have a big game. Not only a guy from the defensive end position who's a big rusher, puts some pressure on the quarterback, but can able to defend the run as well. Now it looks like maybe an equipment issue for Defiance.
Helmet issue for the Jackets. That'll send Cody Johnson, the linebacker, off the field momentarily. And again, he's one of those inside linebackers we talked about with our conversation with the coach, Randy. Very vital to that defense. Handoff up the middle. somehow gets out of the first tackle, and that actually does the Jackets a favor because he decides to cut it backwards, trying to make a man miss.
Brought down by Caleb Gage.
I believe that was Harrison Hanna, listed as a quarterback. Now that can't be right.
Third down.
Gabus, okay, thank you, Ken.
Third down and 13 from the Yellow Jacket, 24-yard line.
So getting hit in the backfield right there, Randy, spun out of that tackle, and they actually cut backwards. So he reestablished his forward progress, and the Jackets got a big tackle for loss. Need some pressure on the quarterback here, forcing him out of the pocket, rolling to his left. Going to the end zone, incomplete off the shoulder of the would-be receiver. That was intended for Grant Alexander.
Yeah, we saw Isaiah Watts, number 1 for Defiance, kind of flashing in front of the receiver. And I don't know if he actually got a finger on it, but did just enough where Alexander didn't have complete focus on the ball coming in front of him.
So 4th and 13 here for Judson as they'll keep their offense on the field. Long field goal attempt from here. If they were to go for a field, it would be about a 41-yarder. So not necessarily a high-risk proposition for the Eagles. We'll see what they do. Back to pass. Pressure coming up the middle and sacked. Jackets get the stop. Big-time stop right there by the Jackets on defense.
Brought down by
Davidson. No, LeConte.
LeConte, okay.
On downs. First down.
Yeah, kind of rolled right into pressure. You saw the replay there. LeConte was able to stick with it. Stayed in his lane. That's a big thing we talk about with the defensive front, right? Especially ends and tackles. You want to go straight upfield. You have a lane. You want to stay in that lane. That's your rush lane. That's what allows what happens when quarterbacks roll out and there's room for them to run is because guys will get out of their rush lanes. But a nice job sticking with it, rolled into the pressure. So Defiance able to force the turnover and then get a turnover on downs.
Sloan gets the handoff up the middle for a short gain. They'll say he actually just got back to the line of scrimmage, so they'll call it a 2nd and 10.
Brought down by Odom Yummy.
Burke, Hammer, Moultrie, Almora, and Hawker on the line. Warren and Sloan, your quarterback and running back. Wade, Warren, Garrett, and Rome, your hands, receivers, and tight ends. Jackets patient on offense with that 7-0 lead. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Jackets score in their opening possession. They lead 7-0. Warren lofts one deep. This one underthrown. This one incomplete.
Warren's pass is incomplete.
Blanket coverage there by the cornerback for Judson.
Yeah, nice job. I believe that was Williams, number 19, tried to come back to the football. That ball looked like might have been underthrown for a reason. Lets your receiver try to come back and get that.
Also kind of playing the odds that back shoulder throw like that might force a pass interference, but that coverage was just so tight that he didn't have to, the DB didn't have to guess on where to go with the body. He was just right there to put the hands up. So good underthrown ball right there. Unfortunately, incomplete for the Jackets. Warren stepping up, steps out of pressure, up the middle, makes a man miss, gets to the 35.
Warren, the ball carrier.
But he's going to be short of the first down. They'll mark him at the 36. He's about 4 yards shy, and that should send out the punt unit for the Jackets. So good pressure there by Judson's defensive front, and Warren unable to step out of that pressure long enough to make something happen with his legs.
Waited to see if there's going to be anything downfield. Wanted to throw the football, and when there wasn't anything there, you saw the decision where he was able to tuck it and run.
Bad snap for Bolanos, and this one's covered up at about the 6-yard line, which is where Judson will start on this next possession, and that's the best thing to do is just fall on it.
Could have tried to maybe quick kick it once he got it, but with the pressure right on him, then you run the risk of that getting blocked and going through the end zone, or Judson falling on it and scoring a touchdown. So A good field, obviously great field position for Judson, but saw the DC defense hold them on fourth down the last possession. So a chance here maybe to do the same thing.
Yep, momentum, a fickle thing sometimes, and the Jackets forced that turnover on the kickoff. Now a special teams opportunity for Judson going the other way with the bad snap over the head of Bolanos.
Trouble getting some personnel out on the field here.
Slipped on the run right there. Did Harrison Hanna. A secondary quarterback actually steps under center and takes that
Yeah,
one.
I saw that.
Almost like a wildcat kind of look.
Bringing in a different look here just to try to run the football inside the 10-yard line.
So as we mentioned before, Hanna, not your typical quarterback. Jake Parker is the one who's typically taking those snaps under center. Oh, nice step out of pressure right there. That's a gorgeous run for a touchdown by Hanna.
Yeah, see why when they bring him in to run in those tight situations, working the left side. You see the fake, the quick spin, and here the little jab step gets the defender to bite, and that left the open room. And Hanna able to get in and score the touchdown for the Eagles.
Nice run there by Hanna. Looked like once again that play was going to be blown up in the backfield by the defensive front of the Jackets. But just a tremendous one-on-one effort right there by Hanna to take that one all the way into the end zone. So they're lining up for, looks like they're going for two. Judson rolling the dice a little bit with 6:53 to play in quarter number one. Screen pass. We got a penalty flag on the tackle as the helmet comes off. They'll say he's in with the 2-point conversion, and I have to think this is a face mask, Randy, which is probably going to be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, we'll see what happened. Yeah, I didn't quite see the end of the play. I see the helmet come off.
The official who marked it as a touchdown was late in getting that flag out.
He had his hands full. He's trying to also decide if it was going to be.
Oh, they're just going to decline the penalty. I guess they can only enforce it on the play itself, as opposed to.
If it wasn't if it was a dead ball, then it would be. But
there
since
you go.
It was,
there you go.
During the play.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they changed their mind.
Well, one of us had to be right, by golly.
I guess.
So they're going to enforce that on the kickoff. That's a 15-yard penalty, which, if my math is right, puts that kick at midfield.
Well,
now you
so
have to
far,
wonder if Judson might try an onside kick here. I mean, they're going for two.
So far that they have it, they're okay. Waiting for him to assess the penalty, you had another official give the signal for the face mask.
Yeah, it's got to be to the 50.
Apparently we can't just line up at the 50. We have to line up at the 35 and then walk off the penalty. Okay, well, we'll get it straightened out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's an onside kick in Judson's near future here. You got to think there's not a whole lot of downside to trying it.
Well, you're also thinking is you lost the possession because you fumbled the opening kickoff, so you were playing this thinking you were going to get the ball first. You've already went for two. So we'll see what they like to do, or maybe you just want to send it deep.
Well, he just kicks it straight. Jackets return out to the 20-yard line. Tripped up before he could get too much going right there.
Yeah, it could have been a big return for Rome. Just ran into contact. Tough break for Defiance, but they'll get the football and get the chance to work on the offense here, just down by a point.
So 8-7 your score in the Defiance College scoreboard with 6:48 to play here in quarter number one.
First and 10 Yellow Jackets from their
Ball
own
will be
19
marked
yard
at the
line.
19-yard line of Defiance College. And just once again want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in today here in the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. It's home opener for the Jackets, the first of a 3-game homestand. Welcoming in the Judson Eagles from Illinois. Pass complete out to the 25. pulling his defender to the 30, and that'll be good enough for a first down. That's good one-on-one effort right there by Jalen Warren.
Yeah, how many times has Jelani thrown it to Jalen over their careers?
If you don't have a connection with your brother, what do you have? You know what I mean?
Right, twin brother at that.
Yeah. So it's like you know what the other one's thinking a lot of the time. And that's especially beneficial on a football field. This one's intercepted off the tip.
And tried to force that inside.
Jordan Sorensen, the linebacker, gets the interception right there. But you're right, Randy. Tried to force that one inside on the quick out.
Yeah, looking for a Thomas number 9, and that ball tipped. The hit came right as the ball got there, and a good job by Judson on the tip drill to snatch that out of the air. And now another opportunity. We had the bad snap deep on their side of the field, and now getting the turnover.
2-1 in the turnover battle so far for Judson. We'll see if they can take advantage of the good field position. They are on the plus side at the 27-yard line. With a 1st and 10, with 6:07 to play here in quarter number 1. Judson leads 8-7. Good tackle behind the backfield by Cody Johnson. So whatever helmet situation Cody had was quickly resolved, and he's back on the field. Good thing for the Jackets.
Yeah, Cody Johnson's going to be that next great Defiance College linebacker. He's already there. You know, we've witnessed some great linebacker play in our time calling these games, and Johnson's going to be that next one. Just roams the field in that middle spot and was able to come up with the stop from behind.
Yeah, a lot of speed for Cody Johnson, too. A lot of speed for these linebackers. It's going to be a benefit with not only chasing the quarterback and the running back, but also maybe covering tight ends on occasion. Clean pocket. This pass is caught. So he stepped out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and medium for the Eagles. We dip down to about 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Judson has good field position because of the forced turnover. Get the tip ball interception and a nice little return as Judson sets up for a kind of an important 3rd down for this Jackets defense.
Yeah, you saw Caleb Gabis, the number 15 for the Defiance, the safety out there. Let the receiver catch it. Was caught in between trying to knock the ball away and leaving the field open. And it was enough open space to turn upfield and get a decent-sized gain.
Forced out of the pocket, rolling to his left. He's past the line of scrimmage, so he's a runner. Good no call by the officials. That hit was close to the sideline right there, but he tackled him in the field of play.
Yeah, he took it, ended up having a knee hit right near the sideline, and Judson, this is going to be 4-down territory all the way.
No gain on the play. 4th down and 6.
So 4th and 6 here. The Jackets can once again stonewall the Judson Eagles on a 4th down possession. This is a big stop here up for the Jackets. Throws it a mile in the air, and this one is intercepted by the Jackets. Good job by Otto Boateng getting that interception, but that's all pressure right there by the Jackets. That led to the bad pass.
Yeah, with it being on 4th down, that's really going to be essentially a punt. That one just thrown up for grabs, hoping your guy can come back and make a play, but that really starts with the pressure and allows the interception. Defiance gets a huge stop. Now a chance to try to come back once again.
BSN Sports, providing all your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the Sideline store at defianceathletics.com. So thank you to BSN Sports for being a part of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Handoff up the middle. Driving the pile all the way out past the 20, close to the 21-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down for the Jackets.
Yeah, good job turning to Cam Turner, a freshman. We're going to see some action for the Jackets. If they can run like that on first down, continue to just feed them the football.
Absolutely. And we talked about it, Randy, in the open, that getting the running game going is going to be vital today. Warren with the keeper. This one didn't fool anybody.
Warren, the ball carrier.
You might actually lose a yard back to the 20. So good push up front by the Judson defense right there. And Judson was not fooled by that quarterback keeper.
They weren't. Yeah, that's something that I think Defiance is going to try to do quite a bit of this year.
So a 3rd and 2 with under 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Judson holding on to a 1-point lead, 8-7 on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Handoff up the middle. Breaks a few tackles and gets out past the 35, close to the 40. So a big first down carry right there by, again, Cam Turner.
Yeah, Turner just with some speed, he's able to take this handoff, gets rolling downhill, and he's able to get into that second level. And once he does so, hard to bring down.
Handoff again to Turner. Turner trying to make a few guys missing. He's befuddling that defense out there. He's got some nice cuts.
And nice job, able to follow his block that time, and able to get some. What we got?
A penalty on the play, or
I think they had. I don't know if it was a player issue. Oh, they are walking backwards. They haven't seen a signal yet.
Legal substitution against the defense. Must have been 12 on the field. That's why they snapped it so quick, Randy.
Yeah,
trying to make a late substitution.
See, the official picked up the football and walked off the wrong way.
Yeah,
now he's going to begin. There we go. Okay.
Still first down.
So we get a illegal substitution penalty, probably 12 men on the field.
Yeah, I think they're
Judson.
trying to. And now, the rule is if you make a change on offense, you have to give equal time to the defense, right, to come in.
But the official will typically stand over the ball and prevent a snap to prevent that happening. Run up the middle. Cuts to the left. Lost a shoe.
Turner on the carry.
The shoe goes back to the 44-yard line, but the ball stays with the carrier into plus territory and a first down for the Jackets.
Yeah, Darian George, the free safety, is a freshman out of Judson. Number 29 comes up and undercuts Cooper Sloan, and I think that was, that was Turner. And Turner ended up losing a shoe, and now Cooper Sloan's going to come back in. So that's okay. We'll just put our number 1 guy back in now to run the football.
Better design draw.
Yeah, nice job.
Warren, up the middle. He's got a lane. He's got a touchdown, Jackets.
If we can show you that again, I'm going to explain to you why Cooper Sloan should get credit for that touchdown. So watch Cooper Sloan fakes it. Now watch him. He's going to lead the way. He's the one like he's running. He's going to get the block right there that breaks Warren free, and he's able to turn that upfield and get in. So that touchdown does not happen without the effort of Cooper Sloan.
So great job all around. Great team effort on that touchdown right there. Great lead block by Cooper Sloan. Normally you don't hear that, Randy, the running back providing the lead block, but in this case the offensive line certainly did its job.
It starts with that great ball fake. You saw the ball fake. Sloan hunched over. Defense folded in on him, at least that front 4. And then Sloan was able to be that lead man, got the big block. A big play for Defiance and what they needed to get that offense going. And they've shown, at least through this opening quarter, they're going to be able to run this football on Judson and see if they stick with it today.
So the Defiance College scoreboard shows it now 14-8. The home team leads with 1:17 to play here in quarter number 1. Want to say thank you to Sweetwater Chop House. They're located on Eagle Rock Golf Club. Open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain the Scratch Kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads. Utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables and using our on-site herb garden, we take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. I just want to say thank you to the official for taking their time to get the ball out there, because that was kind of a long read, Randy. Wasn't sure I was going to get that all in.
We're getting the kickoff here. This is it is the home opener, but game 3 of the season. The officials, like the teams and like the announced teams, still working out some of the bugs.
Just trying to see how much I could fit in there in that short period of time.
88-degree opening kickoff temperature probably didn't help as well. Not what we were expecting here for, I guess officially mid-September.
Yeah, mid to late September. A gorgeous Saturday here in Defiance. This kickoff back to the 2-yard line. Be returned up to about the 23, 24-yard line is where he'll finally be brought down. So a good run back by Cassidy Whitaker. Get it up to about the 24, where the Judson Eagles will take over on first down. Again, the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 14-8. The home team leads with 1:09 to play here in quarter number 1.
And one thing I liked about Defiance, after scoring the touchdown, we saw Judson go for 2. You thought maybe that would force Defiance trying to match it, just sticking with kicking the extra point. All right, not forcing them to try to chase after points.
Right.
You're going to do the math. All right, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Where are you going to go at? But just stick with it and stick with the extra points.
Good defense by the Jackets to stop that run for a very short gain. He gets maybe a yard on first down, but a nice tackle by the Jackets, not allowing him to cut that out to the outside.
Yeah, the front 7 is really geared up against the run so far for DC, and a nice job really limiting the holes inside.
Good complementary defense so far by the Jackets. Coach hit it on the head when he talked about how, the D-line is going to have to play a vital role today, not only getting pressure on the quarterback, but also stop and run when they choose to run it, but the defensive backfield's also holding up its end of the bargain. Here's a handoff cutting out to the left. Give him a modest gain out close to the 29, 30-yard line. So it'll bring up a third and about 5 as we dip down to 15 seconds to play. Judson does not have to snap the ball again here in quarter number 1. They can let this roll all the way down.
Yeah, they don't really look like they're interested at all in snapping the football either.
So the teams will switch fields at the end of the first quarter. On the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, it's 14-8 Defiance College. We'll be back after this on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
We get ready for quarter number 2 on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, and despite turning it over 2 times, including one in minus territory, the Jackets still hold a 14-8 lead over the Judson Eagles.
Yeah, despite the fact that Judson's had 2 drives start essentially inside of the red zone already, held to just 1 touchdown so far. You had the snap go over the punter's head, had the tipped interception as well. DC defense has held on. And we talked about this Judson team, how they like to throw the football. Well, Defiance has stopped the run, so they're going to try to force Judson to be one-dimensional.
You got to think that gives the defensive front all the encouragement in the world to just pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. Oh, nice move. Incomplete pass coming out of the backfield, intending that for Desmond Hill-Thomas, the fullback.
Intended for Hill
But a
Thomas.
great job
Brings up
stepping
fourth down
out of
for the
that
Eagles.
pressure by Jake Parker. Looked like he was going to get hit for a big loss.
Yeah, it just kind of slipped through his hands,
Desmond Garrett back deep for
and it's going to
the
force a
Yellow
punt. Yeah, Hill Thomas just couldn't close the mitts in time.
Jackets. Webb Starkey to punt for the Eagles.
Jalen Webb Starkey, the punter, with Desmond Garrett deep for the Jackets back at his own 28-yard line. This will be Judson's first punt of the day. Good snap. Short kick. They'll let this one bounce out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, kicked away from the coverage. Defiance wasn't going to try to chase that down where they didn't have anyone, so a smart call just letting that go. And good field position for Defiance to start.
So the Jackets will get ready on their next possession. The Defiance College scoreboard shows it 14-8 Defiance. 14:47 to play, as that's only the second play of quarter number 2. The ball will be possessed at the 38-yard line of Defiance College. Again, the rushing game has been very productive so far for the Jackets, including at the quarterback position.
Yeah, we've got Defiance here trying to look it up. 14 plays in that opening quarter for 99 yards, 87 come on the ground.
Warren with a keeper. Steps out of the tackler. Tried to go for the strip instead of the stop.
Warren on the carry.
Warren will take that. Good ball security by the quarterback. Gets him up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 7. Bring up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Jelani does a good job holding onto the football, but you do see the defenders try to reach in and rip that out. Jalen Wire, number 1, the cornerback for Judson, the latest one there. You see a lot of that, and Warren able to hopefully keep 2 hands on the football today.
Yep, ball security in the run game is going to be critical. Run to the right side, out of bounds, into plus territory.
Thomas the ball carrier.
Nice job by Thomas right there. Again, another set of fresh legs for the Jackets, Randy. That's the 3rd running back they've subbed in, and they've all been productive so far.
Yeah, Tristan Thomas, number 9, you saw there. Actually a receiver by trade, but just trying to get some of their speed guys the football, and they've had some struggles throwing the football early on, been able to run, so they'll just get their playmakers the ball however they can get it.
Turner in the backfield, fake handoff. Going to take a shot. He's got a man. This one is caught. What a catch. Talk about threading the needle right between 2 defenders right there, as we see on the instant replay coming up.
Yeah, the receiver's going to take a big hit. Is this Rome? You're going to see the concentration hang on. Knew a hit was coming. Able to hang on to the football. And a huge play, a downfield passing game for Defiance.
Yep. And as the defense starts to crowd the line, play and run, that's when you use the play action to set up a big play. Handoff up the middle. Nice gain on first down, about 6, maybe 7.
Turner on the carry.
Inside the red zone to the 17-yard line. Turner on the carry.
Gain of 6.
Jackets
Second
show
down
no
for the
huddle.
Yellow Jackets.
So the defense really can't make any substitutions, as the Jackets have the Eagles defense on its heels.
Yeah, they're just going to move some personnel around, like you said, it's going to make Judson difficult to try to change anything.
Going to be just short of the first down, inside the 15, close to the 14. They need to get just inside the 14 for the first down, so this bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, lots of opportunities here if you're Defiance. You got to believe that it's going to be 2 chances to pick up that single yard.
Yeah, I think this is, unless something drastic happens or there's a holding penalty or something like that, I think this 4-down territory. Last time they're in a short yardage situation like this, Warren keeps the ball, goes up the gut. Let's see what they call here on 3rd and 1. Traditional handoff, easy first down for Cooper Sloan.
Yeah, just wanted to get the first down, and they might have a chance. And they're going to move the chains away. I thought,
Yeah, he was
depending
right
on where
at
he
the
spotted
10.
on the 10-yard line, might be a chance for Defiance to maybe get another first down inside the 1, but they're going to call that 1st and goal.
11 minutes, 45 seconds and counting here in quarter 1. The Jackets looking to cash in again. 14-8 your score in the Defiance College scoreboard. Jackets with the lead and the ball and a 1st and goal. Warren with the keeper. Warren walks in for the touchdown.
So the last touchdown, we highlighted Cooper Sloan, what he did as the lead back. If we're going to see if we can see this one more time, you're going to see a man go in motion. You saw the fake this time.
Is that Warren?
It was Rome,
Warren?
number 6.
Oh, Warren. Okay.
So Rome, you thought he was going to go in motion. You thought maybe he'd get the pop pass, and he would go, or maybe the jet sweep. Everyone sees Rome. They go. That leaves the middle of the field open, and Warren able to get in and score the touchdown.
Snap kick up on the way, and it is good. So the Defiance College scoreboard shows that Defiance College 21, Judson 8. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back for the kickoff on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Jackets getting ready to kick this one off. They lead 21-8 on the Defiance College scoreboard. This one kicked inside the 10, close to the 9-yard line. It'll be returned. Good return that time on special teams by Cassidy Whitaker, the junior wide receiver. Whitaker's gotten some decent returns, Randy, but protecting the ball has been the bugaboo, so to speak, for Judson with that turnover early. But when they have gotten clean returns, they've gotten some decent yards on those returns. So pretty good starting field position here at the 37-yard line of Judson. 11:21 to play in quarter number 1. Judson trails 21-8 on the Defiance College scoreboard. And Judson, I think, Randy, is really going to need to get that running game going at least a little bit to set up the pass, because the Jackets' defensive backfield all keyed in on the pass. But that's why the running game hasn't really gotten anywhere. It's just been tremendous defense by the Jackets front.
Yeah, they trying here. You saw first down. They're going run all the way, so they're trying to get committed to that run game. So far, it just hasn't worked.
Marshawn Smith, the junior running back, 5'8", 170. On the carry right there, but just, again, well defended by the Jackets defensive front. 4-man front, press coverage, 1 deep safety. Cutting it out to the left side. A nice run right there into plus territory for the Eagles. That's Frank Adu. And a nice gain to get a first down there by the Eagles.
Simple toss sweep, trying to get Adu to the outside. He's able to turn the corner, turn that into first down for the Eagles.
And what that's going to do, I think that's going to soften up the middle just a little bit for Judson. And now you might see them try to run up the middle again. Again, you can't be too one-dimensional against any defense. The Jackets' defensive backfield, I think, is going to be up to the task today, handling the pass, even though they've been pretty prolific through the air. So you got to get the ground game going at least a little bit. Deep shot. That one's caught. That one's a touchdown.
Parker's pass is complete.
Tremendous pitch and catch throw to Grant Alexander right there. Had a step on his man and has a touchdown.
Yeah, just a simple fly route for Alexander, turning upfield. And you see the arm of Jake Parker, and Alexander just able to outrun everyone, dropped it right in the bucket for him, and able to get the big touchdown.
So nice deep route right there by the Eagles.
Eagles line up for a 2-point conversion.
Eagles lining up to go for 2. They have a freshman kicker on the roster, but they've exclusively gone for 2 when they've been down in this area and gone for it on 4th downs as well. Pass incomplete on the 2-point conversion. So looky here, it's a traditional 21-14 score on the Defiance College scoreboard. Get a little bit of pushing and shoving at the end of that play. You're going to see that sometimes. You get the offensive line and the defensive line mixing it up. I mean, hitting each other every snap. So you got to figure at some point temper's going to get the best of you a little bit. But thankfully, it's much ado about nothing.
Yeah, Vaughn Rowe, number 13 for Judson, one of their starting wide receivers, having a conversation with the officials. I don't know if he thought he was held or they thought there was a little bit of contact, but able to he just wanted to get his piece in with the stripes.
Officials always appreciate that.
Hey, sir, I'm not telling you you're doing a bad job, but you missed when I was held back there.
Appreciate the feedback. I will take that under advisement.
All right, we'll look for it next time. Nothing worse than basketball, right? My guy is just getting clutched and grabbed under the basket. All right, we'll look for it. What, you haven't been?
Sportsmanlike conduct of Judson. 15-yard penalty.
That must have been perhaps that was the conversation with the official. He said number 15. Did he say 15, Randy?
I thought he did.
So that'd be Hippolyte, the tight end.
So we're going to take this back 15 yards.
And that's his first unsportsmanlike of the game. 2 of those, and that's an automatic disqualification. So unlike the previous kickoff for Judson that was at midfield, this one will be back at the 20. And when they had the ball at midfield, Randy, and they teed it off, he didn't even get the ball to the goal line. So, I mean, the Jackets should, in theory, get some pretty good starting field position.
I would think so. Yeah, you see everyone moving up here for Defiance. So you see why they've gone for 2. There's not a lot of trust in their kicking game right now, and this penalty is really going to hurt them if they're not able to pin this deep. Just a old school style straight on kicker.
Turn to the right, trying to break it back to the left. Good tackle right there in the open field on special teams by the Eagles.
Yeah, waiting for some lanes to form that just weren't there as Warren was trying to find room on the return.
That was Jalen Ware, number 1. So you have, again, in NAIA, like D3, you have some duplicate numbers out there. That was a case where the other number 1, so to speak, as we've already seen Harrison Hanna play quarterback for the Eagles. So a good stop on special teams, but good starting field position for the Jackets. Run up the middle, breaking it to his right, past the 50 and close to the first down. They'll mark him about, nope, they're going to mark him at the sticks. Thought at first they marked him at the 49. Instead, the official on the far side marks him at the 48. For a first down. Good run on first down.
Cam Turner, not the biggest guy in the world, 5'9", 175, freshman running back. But he's done a nice job hitting the holes. It's a pretty solid effort in this opening half of football.
Fakes the run. Tight end on the left side. Close to another first down. They're going to mark him down before the ball was fumbled.
Yeah, nice job, Markel Wade, number 87, another freshman. You see the ball fake? Everyone buys into it. Wade just leaks out. He's left open in the flat, able to haul that in and turn upfield.
2nd down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Good gain on first down.
That was close to a turnover, though, Randy. He did fumble that ball at the end.
No, yeah, you see the ball pop out. He was already on the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
Judson all over that potential turnover, trying to celebrate an opportunity, but not to be, as the Jackets get a 9-yard gain on first down. We have 2 stacked wide receivers to both sides. Warren gets the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll roll to his right, steps out of a couple tacklers, Finally brought down close to the 30-yard line. Tackling has kind of been an issue for the Eagles team today, Randy. The Jackets done a good job stepping out of it, but the Eagles need to work on tackling a little bit.
Yeah, trying to go high on Warren. You see one guy up by the shoulders, another one there up around the waist.
Official timeout for injury.
I have an injured Judson Eagle on the Jackets sideline right there is the official stop play with 8 minutes and 16 seconds. Have to think the Jackets are more than happy to continue to mix in short passes with runs here as long as they are getting plus plays. Run that clock as far as you can.
Be okay just running the football the way they've effectively ran it so far in this opening half.
Good to see that young man get back up. Walking gingerly towards the other sideline, that's Jordan Sorensen, their junior linebacker, one of their difference makers on defense for the Eagles, walking off with some assistance. Certainly don't want to speculate on what that is. Looks like he's favoring his left leg a little bit. As we get ready for start of play. And they will wind the clock with 8 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Here in the first half, two stacked wide receivers to both sides again. Wide open in the middle. Found the soft spot in the coverage right there. Jackets really doing a good job, Randy, in mixing run with pass as they get this one to Williams.
Yeah, nice job, Jelani Warren, just sticking with that. He wanted to throw the football. We've seen him take off and run. He's been under some pressure. Hangs out in the pocket. Williams left open there underneath and gets the first down.
Handoff up the middle. Bouncing off one would-be tackler, but a good job that time of slowing the runner down. Judson defense stiffens on first down. Short game, call it about 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
7 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half. On the Defiance College scoreboard, Jackets lead 21-14.
Yeah, Defiance is going to get helped out. The game clock continued to run. They had some issues resetting the play clock. And Defiance have a few extra seconds to burn here. It's already taken a decent time on this drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open on the right side. Touchdown.
Saw Warren start to rush again. A good recognition by Jelani Warren as he was going to take off and run. And you're going to see him cut up field. And then at the last second, and also a nice job, good job of the field awareness. Make sure he comes back, reestablishes himself behind the line of scrimmage, and hits a Cam Turner wide open when everyone, again, starts to creep up field when they think the quarterback's going to take off and run. Turner left open and gets the touchdown.
Jackets extend the lead, 27, extra point on its way. It is good. So the Defiance College scoreboard now shows it 28-14 with 6:43 to play here in the first half. And Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-Go, and Club Car. We have stock and custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your karting needs. Thank you to Aftershock Cart and Equipment for your sponsorship on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Randy, this has been a really good first half for the Jackets.
Yeah, we saw this on the road out of the Jackets a week ago, got off to the lead, and then it ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. So it'll be interesting to see if this is, the game Coach talked about when we had the chance to talk to him in the pregame to really put 4 quarters together.
This one feels different, though, than last week. Just something in my guts telling me this one feels a little different.
And take nothing away from Judson again, just in the fourth year as a program. But DC last week went on the road. St. Francis, one of the top NAIA programs in the country.
Yeah, they were solid. They were solid. Turnovers really hurt St. Francis in that first half. Second half, they played about as good as you can play. Teeing this one up from the 35, kicked out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Judson elects not to field this kickoff in the end zone. Just take the yardage.
Yeah, the last couple of returns from the end zone have been shy of the 20-yard line, so I think that was one thing stressed to the special teams unit for Judson is let's get the ball out at the 25 and see what we can do.
Plenty of time for Judson.
First and 10 Eagles from their own 25.
6 minutes, 43 seconds to play in the first half. Judson trails by 2 scores. Again, Judson took the opening kickoff but fumbled, and the Jackets immediately turned that into points, so the Jackets will get the second half snap. And here's a good job by Pope, just absolutely going through the offensive line and dominating the would-be ball carrier there. As that was, I believe, Borders. Nope, that's
brought down by Richard Pope.
Marshawn Smith, sorry. Looking at the wrong roster there. I'm in early season form too, Randy.
Yeah, Richard Pope, that's one thing that Defiance is going to count on. And so we talked about the pressure he can bring on the quarterback in the passing game. Read the run, was able to track that down and get a loss.
A lot of speed by Richard Pope the fourth as well. He was there right when the handoff took place. Creating pressure there too. Good job getting that pass out. Close to a first down. Be about a yard or two short, so to bring up a manageable third down for the Eagles. Make it about 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Marshawn Smith, junior running back, able to do a nice job there. Just leaks out and able to catch that. So good job by Judson, 2nd and long into a 3rd and short. Yeah,
bunch formation now.
You see him tighten up here.
Going under center. Let's see if they sneak this. Nope, they're going to go the handoff to the wide receiver, and they've got some room past midfield. Past the 45 into plus territory.
Yeah, just going with the end around, right? The stretch play, and able to get that all the way around. And there is some speed we mentioned on this Judson offense. Part of it there, Grant Alexander's already had a big day. Find the ball in his hands, able to get that first down.
It's a good call on 3rd down right there to move the chains. Back to pass, pressure coming. Ball up. Going to get pass interference, but they're going to decline that because that pass was completed.
To Alexander.
Alexander with a great catch, had the defender all over him, but a little bit too much contact right there, drew the penalty.
Yeah, you're going to see the hand fighting there.
Defense.
Jerry Otto Bode.
Result of the play, first down.
Trying to go with Alexander. Now, the spread look, I know you talked about it in our pregame, Jim, trying to find a way to slow down Alexander. With a spread look, you don't really have the extra guy to try to bracket him or double him. So you're going to leave someone else open.
Harrison Hanna under center again. Let's see if he runs like he did the previous time. This time he hands off. Get just inside the 5-yard. Actually, they'll mark him at the 5-yard line, so a modest gain on 1st and goal. Bring up 2nd goal, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half.
10 of 5, 2nd down.
Hanna again will take the snap under center. Hanna rolls left. He's going to get nowhere. Don't throw him down.
Hanna the ball carrier.
Ooh, that was close to a flag right there as Hanna kind of threw what looked to be an elbow at the defender. A little frustration there. Well-read play by the Jackets.
Yeah, trying to get to the outside. Richard Pope, a part of that as well.
They called it, Yep. Oh, they're going to get both teams, so it's offsetting. The official can't pick up the mic, but it's unsportsmanlike against both teams. I think that was Hannah, and then that was also Woodson, the freshman linebacker for the Jackets, were the two players that were locked up. Those penalties will offset, and they'll replay the down, so it'll be – that was a dead ball, so actually that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I think they just, after the whistle was blown, officials just didn't like a little bit of the pushing and shoving.
Those fouls will offset.
Oh, they are going to.
Oh, they're going to I thought that was a dead ball.
So. Number 58, Blues first foul.
Oh, then they need to move the ball back to the 5.
So replay the down, 2nd and goal.
They're going to replay the down, but they left the yardage.
And it was after the play was over.
Yeah, we might have a hold coming here.
Parker, the ball carrier.
Parker takes the snap, rolls left, but we have a penalty marker way back at the 12 or 13-yard line.
He saw Parker roll, and I don't know if someone grabbed
He's asking,
a defender going by. Yeah,
asking Coach Nickel, do you want to accept? And, yeah, I think I'd rather have the ball way back instead of at the 3.
Holding. Number 7 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Penalty going against Frank Adu, the running back.
Okay, so this clears it up. So that was 3rd down. So it was a dead ball after the play ended, the previous penalty I'm talking about. So
yeah, I'm kind of with you that I thought dead ball would have meant that the down counted, but instead it's now 3rd and goal technically from the 18-yard line. Let's see what the Jackets do on defense here. You can play off a little bit. Official asking for the play clock to reset. It was down to 5 right there. It's a good eye catching that. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He's going to put this one up. Intercepted by the Jackets. Bringing this one out to the 20. This is a foot race. Tackled. Great tackle right there. Selling out because that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah,
Sean Palmer right there.
Yeah, just that ball hawk in the secondary. Off the tip, right on top of it. And I'm sure some of the coaches were probably having him, hey, you know what? In the end zone, go down, but he gets a good return. And one hurdle away from taking that 100 yards plus.
Absolutely. So tip drill opportunity for the Judson Eagles earlier in the game led to an interception in plus territory. Jackets get that tip drill turnover back, and they stop a would-be touchdown right there with 2:35 to play. And again, the Jackets can now go 2 for 1 if they can put any points on the board here, as they will get the second half kickoff. Warren sends a man in motion. Turn and hand the ball. Into the secondary, to the 40, down to the 35. Good run right there by Jeremy Brown, a freshman running back. Another set of fresh legs for the Jackets.
Just drag a defender, too.
Official timeout for injury.
Got an injured player for, that's Jalen Ware, the defensive back, way back at the 40-yard line. And we have a penalty, which, based on the way Coach Nickel is talking to his sideline, might have been a sideline warning. Yep.
Defiance. This is their first in that category.
So it doesn't mark off any yards. The play stands, but a sideline warning against the Jackets. One of those, you get one warning, but next time we'll mark the yardage off. Just the offensive line. Man, when we get an opportunity to talk to Coach this coming week, breaking down this week's game, I think we're going to be very pleased with the play of the offensive line, Randy, so far.
Yeah, just the offense in general, and that's what he thought he might be able to do, but has been able to do just about anything And offensively, that has been fairly successful.
It's a good run on first down in plus territory. We have a one deep safety look. Man in motion, turn, handoff, spin move, but good defense there by Judson. They'll bring the ball carrier down to the 35 after a gain of 1. 2 minutes to play. So the 2-minute stoppage of play. And we'll take that opportunity to thank Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance, Ohio. We strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. So, Randy, again, 2 minutes to play with the 2-minute stoppage, a new wrinkle here in college football this year. But the Jackets are able to save a timeout, putting another nice drive together after that turnover, looking like they're trending towards scoring some more points. And, again, they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, I'd be in no hurry here. You still have 2 minutes. You had that a long run on first down that sets you up fairly well. So I wouldn't be in any big hurry here. You still have your full playbook and can use your whole field at about right at the 35-yard line.
So great opportunity here for the Jackets off the turnover.
Second down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
First things first, though, 2nd and 9 for the Jackets. Want to keep the clock moving. Want to keep forward progress going. Got to continue to stay ahead of schedule. So this will be a big down on this series for the Jackets. 2nd and 9 from the 35. Man in motion. 3 wide to the far side. Quarterback keeper close to the 30-yard line. Again, no rush. Sloan in the backfield for the Jackets on this 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 4. Minute 35 to play here in the first half. Plenty of time. Ran backwards right there and actually lost his first down yardage.
Yeah, that was going to be close. You see the receiver come back to the football.
I think it's 4 down territory for the Jackets.
4th down and 2.
I believe it was that Desmond Garrett, number 12, came up with that and was trying to cut up field. It came back, and Defiance is going to leave that offense on the field. This time, I wouldn't be surprised you let this clock run down, maybe take a timeout.
Not a bad call with 15 on the play clock. And the Jackets don't look like they're in any hurry. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen is they're going to let it burn all the way down, then call a timeout. Play clock down to 3. And Coach Nickel calls the timeout. So 44 seconds to play in the first half.
Full timeout.
And the reason, Randy, earlier I said this game feels a little different than last week is there's been kind of a punch-counterpunch in this game, and the Jackets have responded pretty well to the big plays of Judson with nice sustained drives, whereas last week, it was a lot of turnovers and taking advantage of some missed opportunities by St. Francis. In this case, Judson has done a good job through the air, but the Jackets have really done a good job taking the run out. They've done a pretty good job defending the pass, all things considered. Forced some turnovers, but also turned the ball over themselves. So, I mean, again, if they faced their share of adversity in this first half and they're still up 2 scores.
Didn't mean to laugh while you were making your point. That it's fun. I'm watching the sideline, and you see Zeke Sanchez warming up, and I think he voiced his opinion on what should happen on 4th down. He's kicking into the net. We completely missed the net, and the ball ended up rolling out onto the field to the DC logo in midfield.
Oh, that's where that ball came from. All I saw was the ball.
That was him showing, hey, maybe we should kick it here. If I kick the ball out here. But I think this was the design the entire way to run and get the first down.
The wrinkle, though, is that was a fourth down fumble right there, but still able to collect by Warren and get the first down on the run right there. So that fumbled snap could have been a little bit of disaster at the end. But again, not a whole lot of time left for Judson, even if he does turn it over and fails to convert.
Yeah, it was didn't actually see the fumbled snap there. So good job to gather that in and get the first down.
So coach calls team's second timeout. 1 remaining. The Defiance College scoreboard shows it 28-14 DC leads. And a 1st and 10. Again, you get the stoppage if you get a first down, at least until they mark the ball. Then they'll run the clock. So, I mean, you can operate any play, any part of the field right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be, in theory, inside the 20 on the next play if you get any sort of positive gain. So you can very quickly get upfield.
Back to pass, no pressure, taking a shot. Pass interference is going to be the call as he was late getting over there to defend. And there's a stoppage of play plus a 15-yard penalty.
2 receivers that side. You saw the short one at about the 15-yard line and then flashing in. And it's just the DB, and we'll try to see if I can get a number on that replay, but you saw the off arm, the right arm kind of drape around the receiver as a ball was being thrown. And that is going to be the reason for the pass interference.
Pass interference, 29, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They get 29. That's Darian George, the freshman DB, on the penalty. That'll mark it off 15 into the red zone with 34 seconds again. Jackets with still that 1 timeout. Do anything you want, really, with these first couple plays.
I'd run the ball here.
Sloan to Warren's right. 2 wide receivers, 1 in motion. Going to hand off. The sweep. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him inbounds?
No, he was clearly out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Defiance has faked this play. Saw the runs up the middle, right, with the motion. Switched the side, coming this time left to right. Gets that quick handoff. Out to
Hoyle?
Yeah, Hoyle. Sophomore from Lima here in Northwest Ohio.
So the clock stops as he was hit out of bounds. Jackets able to maintain that 1 timeout. Players in motion will reset. High snap. Hand off to Sloan. Sloan tackled. Jackets will probably burn that timeout. And they do. Nope, they did not burn, so they stopped the clock for some reason.
Please set the game clock to 22 seconds and it will start on my signal.
I don't think it ever actually started on the snap.
So the officials will ask to reset it to 22.
22 seconds.
They'll get there. Got to work through the decimals.
With unfortunately, the way these scoreboards in football operate now with the tenths of a second, not the way it used to be.
Jackets, though, have to move here on 3rd and goal. Back to pass. Taking a shot to the corner. This one out of reach of the receiver. And I think Zeke Sanchez will get his opportunity that he's been, we'll just say, politely lobbying for.
That is a PC way of saying that.
He's advocating for the field goal opportunity.
He's got a strong leg, that's for sure.
And this one basically an extra point. Ball be snapped from the 4. He lines up at the 10 for a 20-yard field goal attempt. 11.1 seconds on the game clock. See if the Jackets can extend this lead to 3 possessions. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. 31-14, the Jackets lead. what's been a very impressive first half for Defiance College. Coach Nickel has to be ecstatic at the way this offense has functioned so far.
Yeah, he's done a lot of things right there. If there's going to be one knock, they'll say unable to run the football there inside the 5 in that last few seconds, but still able to come away with some points has been huge for them.
So 31-14 your score with 7.4 seconds to play. And the Jackets will get the second half kickoff as well. So short kick here.
Yeah, I don't know what Judson has planned in 7 seconds, what they'll try to do.
We'll see what the Jackets do with the ball teed up at the 35. So we get Breston teeing it up again. So Sanchez might be a situation where Breston comes in mostly for the kickoffs and Sanchez does the field goals.
Yeah, Breston's got a solid leg off the tee, so it just might be a little bit of a stronger leg. And Zeke Sanchez has proved his worth, and he's been a fairly accurate kicker his career here at Defiance.
Kick deep to about the 4-yard line. Bring it up, cut right. Tackled at about the 31-yard line.
Whitaker on the return.
Little dust up at the end of that play, but no flag. And with 1.2 seconds to play, I have to think Judson's probably just going to kneel on this one, go to the half. But stranger things have happened, so we'll see.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they'll want to try to do much with some of the problems they've had turning the football over today.
So 1.2 seconds to play.
And Defiance is going to play this as if they got something up their sleeve. They're going to go full hands team. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6, 7. They're going to go basically 3 rushers, 8 defensive backs.
So Pope will play D tackle in this case. And again, if they're going to throw a Hail Mary, then that means the O-line is going to have to protect for a little while to give him time to throw this one down the field. Instead, they throw a screen. And, he did not go all the way down. He caught himself.
Yeah, unfortunately, that chewed up the final moments there would be.
So scoreboard shows zeros, and the Jackets lead on the Defiance College scoreboard 31-14. We're going to step aside, and then we'll bring you some halftime information and much more here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you Medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
And welcome back. Halftime at Defiance College. The Jackets lead 31-14 over the Judson Eagles. And Dr. Jeremy Taylor, the Vice President for Enrollment, is with us from Defiance College. And first, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Let's talk about some things that are going on. I mean, I know with athletics, making the switch to NAIA means that you can offer scholarships to players. So that obviously has an impact on what the admissions team here does and enrollment for the Defiance College. But let's just talk about the work that you have going on, because, I mean, it's easy for us on the athletic side to see, you know, scholarships means more opportunity for students, and that means more players and more sports, but that keeps your office very busy.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, it's an exciting time to be at Defiance College. And yes, movement to the NAIA was great for athletics. It was great for the college because we were able to bring in our biggest class in the past 12 years. So we've got some other great things to make sure that Defiance College is affordable and a great opportunity for all students. And so yeah, we've got a couple of programs coming up. We've got a new program called the 1850 Promise, which is designed for our local students. Basically, we want people in the Northwest Ohio to realize that Defiance College is their hometown college. And so what this program does is it's for students that graduate from one of the 7 surrounding counties. They have a 3.0 GPA or higher, and they are going to be a commuter. They have the opportunity to come to Defiance College. If they have financial need, they qualify for the Ohio College Opportunity Grant, they'll be able to come to Defiance College with a debt-free degree. Basically, we will provide them institutional aid enough so that they will not have to borrow money.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, there are some great programs at Defiance College for folks to study. What are some of the more popular programs that you've seen enrollment grow in?
So we made a huge investment in the STEM fields, exercise science, biology. We also now offer engineering. We have a great partnership with the University of North Dakota so that we can be a small private school that offers engineering. We offer mechanical, civil, and electrical engineering. So those are big growing things. Business is another big booming program that we have. And then also our social work program. And then I guess finally education. Education's a huge program because, again, we know there's a teacher shortage in America, and Defiance College does a great job of preparing teachers.
Now, on that same token, we talked before we started rolling with this interview about Discovered Defiance Days. So tell us a little bit about what that is and how that also helps kind of fill the enrollment pipeline.
Oh, absolutely. So Discover Defiance Day is a great opportunity for people to come and visit Defiance. For seniors, if you are interested and you're out looking at a college search, we want to invite you out. We have several days this semester. Our first one's September 28th. And basically what happens, people show up, they get to meet our faculty, they get to meet some of the staff, they get to tour campus, we give them a meal, we give them a great t-shirt, we give them free tickets to the football game.
There you go.
And in addition, any student that shows up and attends Discover Defiance Day gets a $1,500 scholarship that's renewable for 4 years, just for showing up for Discover Defiance Day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So when else are you going to make $1,500 for 3 hours of your time?
And not be locked into a timeshare
Absolutely,
deal, right?
absolutely.
Well, I can't let you go without talking about what you've seen in the first half so far on the field. The Jackets have looked really strong, and they've been able to really run the ball. Just kind of from a fan's perspective, give me kind of your takeaway of the first half.
I mean, I think the Yellow Jackets are looking great. And also, I mean, I'm a little bit more than a fan. I used to actually coach for Defiance a couple of years ago. I was the D-line coach for about 3 years when Coach Matsakis was here. I helped out on his staff. I definitely wasn't as good a coach as these coaches, so that's why I've hung up my whistle. But yeah, the Yellow Jackets are looking good. I think we just got to be consistent. We got to make sure that we make the proper halftime adjustments. I think our D-line has made a great improvement over the past couple of years. Jelani Warren is doing great at quarterback. So yeah, I'm excited about what's happening.
So as a D-line coach, you have to be happy with how they've been able to stuff the run so far.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're filling the gaps. We're able to, we're pursuing. We see a lot of backside pursuits. Cody Johnson pursuing on the backside quite a bit. So, yeah, I mean, I love it. I love the trench play, and yeah, I think we're doing a great job.
So how hard was it to hang up the whistle and kind of shift to the more institutional side of it?
It's tough. It's tough watching from the stands. I don't want to be that guy yelling, get out of your stance. But no, it's great. And Coach Nicholls and his staff are just doing an amazing job. Like, I'm over impressed with what they're doing, building up this program. When I was here a couple of years ago, we were starting 10 freshmen, right? And now they're starting seniors. They've got a strong commitment, a strong program. And Coach Nicholls and them, they're making the students not just be great football players, but be great men. And so yeah, I'm excited about what we've got going on at Defiance College right now.
And the beauty of NAIA in Division III last year is these are student athletes.
Absolutely.
So the focus is always going to be on the academic side of it. And Defiance College, a great place to study and grow.
Absolutely. It's a great chance to come. What we talk about is defining your future. So whether that is on the athletic field, whether that's in the corporate world, whether that's in the nonprofit world, we want students to come to Defiance College, have transformative learning, and discover themselves and be able to do the things they want to do.
Awesome. Dr. Jeremy Taylor has been our guest. I want to say thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for just helping us out with sharing some great information about how can people get more information about Defiance College?
They can visit our website, defiance.edu. They can also just send an email. If they've got questions, they can email admissions@defiance.edu, and somebody will be willing to help them out and ready to work with them. Also, our counselors will be out in high schools throughout the state and throughout the nation, recruiting and visiting all the different high schools across every county in Ohio. So
awesome. So there's never a dull moment for the enrollment team.
Yep, absolutely.
Dr. Jeremy Taylor has been our guest. We're going to step aside, and then we'll be back with some halftime stats here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Held. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
Randy Roberts with you here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network as we take a look at some first half numbers on this one. You see the first downs, big advantage for DC. They're 17-8 in the number of first downs, 4 of them coming on the ground, just 4 through the air for Defiance, 1 via the penalty. Third down conversions, Judson just 1 third down out of 6 tries, Defiance 2 out of 5. Defiance successful 1 out of 2 fourth downs, while Judson has missed both of those. Total offense fairly even through the first half of football. Defiance has run 35 plays for 259 yards, averaging just over 7 yards per play. Judson, 27 offensive plays for 212 yards, so nearly 8 yards per play offensively out of the Eagles. Biggest difference has been how the two have gotten their yardage. Judson, 8 of 12 passing for 181 yards so far this afternoon. Defiance, a very effective 6 of 9 through the air for 74 yards. Judson has been sacked once and thrown 2 interceptions. Defiance just 1 interception. But how about rushing the football? The Jackets 185 yards on the ground that opening half on 26 carries. Judson's had 15 rushing attempts for 31 yards. So you see Defiance 7 yards per play on the ground to just 2 for Judson. Judson's also had the only punt of the afternoon for 33 yards. So we'll see if the individual numbers come up. As I'm trying to read them off my phone, and I see Ken has them on the screen there. So taking a look at some of the numbers there, Grant Alexander, the one rushing attempt, that end around for 22 yards, but also a big day catching the football, 3 catches for 117. But about the afternoon, Jelani Warren's had 74 yards passing, 112 rushing. So not only has Defiance been able to run the ball effectively, but just the number of people to do it. Warren for 112 had over 100 last time out as well. Cam Turner stepped up, the freshman, with 50 yards. See Brown in there as well. Thomas and Sloan all with carries. And they've had some different targets receiving. See Rome with a catch for 21 yards, Turner 1 for 18, Jalen Warren 1 for 12 along with Williams. So 4 different receivers able to pick up some positive yardage. So good half for the Yellow Jackets, 31-14. They lead this one at the half. We'll take a timeout and have more on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. One in 3 adults has prediabetes, and you could be one of them. There are usually no signs for prediabetes, so it's important to understand your risk. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a 3rd-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I overdosed on heroin and I lived. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I found the fatherhood program, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. My desire to change had finally outweighed my desire to stay the same. I felt powerless for so much of my life that it's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. For the first time, I finally feel like I'm exactly where I should be, where I want to be.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects. So get your foursome together and come on out. You can also support AVD as a whole sponsor.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
And welcome back to Defiance College. The Defiance College scoreboard shows at 31-14 the Jackets lead. Randy, you got some scores for us?
Yeah, taking a look at what's going on around the Mid-States Football Association. End of the opening half, St. Xavier leads Madonna 31-3. Also at the half, excuse me, St. Francis leads Concordia 35-7. Late in the second quarter, St. Francis with a lead over Siena Heights 29-10. And ready to begin the third quarter, Indiana Wesleyan with a big lead over Olivet Nazarene 55-0.
As you can see, the current weather conditions on the screen, 87 degrees, a little bit of wind out there, but just a gorgeous Saturday afternoon for football. Like you said, Randy, kind of late September, pushing 90 out there.
Yeah, we
not used to that.
Yeah, dealt with that in a high school game yesterday too, and we saw, and I'm kind of interested if it's going to happen today, cramps play a big part of what's going on now. We don't want to, you would think in theory, college athletes may be slightly better conditioned than high school athletes, but still not used to. I mean, this is, end of September, and no one's, I'm not going to speak for everyone else, but I haven't even looked at any of my 2,000 hoodies yet.
No, I brought my my pullover, but goodness gracious, I'm not wearing that thing today. It's too warm. Service Master by McCann, keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. The Eagles received the first half kickoff, so the Jackets will get second half kickoff to start us off. And the distance on the kicks has kind of been just not there for the Eagles so far.
We were kind of wondering what the big deal Judson was going for too early on. Then we saw some of the struggles in the kickoff, so just not a lot of faith in trying to knock through some extra points. So just this honestly reminds me of a very small school, high school football. They're just, you find the guy, all right, who can run into the football and bang it the furthest downfield. That's really what it is.
Got some room to the left. Got a block up to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 45. We have penalty on the play.
Big return for Desmond Garrett, but I think some of it's going to come back here.
Penalty marked at the 33.
Yeah, see where you get a block in the back or a hold.
Turn to return, holding, return team, number 68, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They keep the ball, first down.
So the Jackets keep the ball, but not nearly as good a field position starting off as they would have had there been no penalty. That ball will get marked back to about the 23-yard line, where the Jackets will take over first down and 10. Judson again, for those of you just joining us, Jackets won the toss, elected to defer. Judson received the opening kickoff and then promptly fumbled it on the return, leading to the Jackets' first touchdown of the game. 4 touchdowns total by the Jackets in the first half. As we turn and hand off, first play of the second half, keeping the legs driving, getting out close to the 30-yard line to about the 29, a nice gain of 6 on first down.
Yeah, really featuring Cam Turner here. So Cooper Sloan, the junior, hasn't had a big day, but Turner, the freshman, has really stepped up and played well, getting the first call here in the second half.
Fake the handoff. Warren flushed out, will have to step out of bounds. He'll lose about a yard.
Yeah, sent a couple of receivers deep, and those were going to be the 2 targets, and if there wasn't anything there, just going to tuck it and run.
Get a late penalty flag at the end of that, too.
Is it possible?
Unsportsmanlike, looks like it's going to be the call against Judson.
Might have been some contact or maybe some word said after Jelani ran out of bounds. See if we can take a look at the replay if we can.
After the play was over, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 11, deviance, abusive language.
Yeah.
So Niles Williams, number 11, the sophomore linebacker. We'll see the end of this play right here as Warren flushed out of the pocket.
The official said abusive language, so it's nothing that we're going to pick up here. But you see Warren runs out of bounds, and then someone, John on the sideline, someone called someone's mama ugly, and things just went downhill from there.
I didn't know you were a good lip reader like that, Randy. Or are you hypothesizing?
I'm hypothesizing. Yeah, it's usually everything's cool until Mama gets involved. Then we all get defensive, right?
Run up the gut.
Good.
9, almost 10 on the carry, and again, we're really seeing the freshmen just kind of take over this ballgame.
Yeah, I don't know if Judson has a wrestling program, but if they do, the wrestling coach might want to watch this. Good job getting the hit and a nice double leg takedown, right? That waist lock, bring him down to the ground. That's 2 points. 2 points of wrestling, not 2 points on the scoreboard here. Don't want to confuse anyone.
So a second and short at midfield for the Jackets and what's been exclusively run so far. Warren will keep that trend going.
Yeah, just his ability to sidestep defenders has been unbelievable.
And there hasn't really been an answer for it either. It's Judson's tackling.
It's still going. You know, we mentioned that last tackle that looked good, but everyone is just going waist high.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen some shoulder high, just been unable to wrap and hit.
No, and Warren's a pretty big young man. 6 foot 180. Plays bigger, I think, than even a 6 foot 180 listing. Hand off to Sloan. Sloan will get stopped in the backfield. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, trying to get Cooper Sloan to run downhill. It's been effective when they've gone to Cam Turner. You saw a lot. It's someone's yellow shoes. I thought we had another flag, but it's just a player wearing yellow shoes out there. But we see this pistol look that Defiance goes with a lot, and what it does is it gives that back, right, that advantage. You're going to get a 2-yard head start, and Turner's been able to really get going at full speed and make a man miss. Trying to get Cooper Sloan to do the same thing. But you saw there he's going to block and then kind of release. As you're going to have a receiver cutting across there, Wade to get the catch.
So a short crosser gets you about a 1-yard gain. Marks it down to the 42. Jackets in a 3rd and long situation. In the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 31-14 Jackets, 11 minutes and 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Opening possession of the second half. Jackets kicked the field goal at the end of the first half, and now they're looking for the 2-for-1 scoring opportunity here in half number 2.
That'd be huge for them, especially, we said coming off the game last week. They struggled in that second half. Put points on the board to end the half, come out here and start with one. That one's going to be incomplete.
So pass incomplete on the sideline right there. They're going for Garrett. And to bring up a fourth down, the punting unit will come out. They'll try to pin them inside the 10, maybe inside the 5. Bolanos definitely has a strong leg. Now we'll test his directional kicking skill in this case.
So far in the season, he's coming in third in the mid-states, 40 yards per punt.
That one drops short of the 15.
Punt is out of bounds at the Judson 13-yard line.
13-yard line is where they'll mark it. So he wasn't able to pin him inside the 10, but didn't give up a return either. So did pretty much what he needed to do there and just pinned him back a little bit. Judson will start with their first possession of the second half back at the 13-yard line. It's been a decent day so far for the Eagles through the air. Again, Randy mentioned, I think it was 181 yards, was it?
Running, yeah.
Passing?
Oh, yeah, passing, yeah.
Yeah, the run game, the Jackets have done a great job taking the run game out as we have running back scaling out, now looking for a screen pass. Going to break a couple of tackles to the 20, out to the 30, to the 40. Well-designed screen pass. He came across the entire field right there. On the far hash.
Yeah, able to turn that upfield. So just some speed to burn. Makes a man miss. Nice sidestep. Able to get to the outside.
So good run. Good individual effort right there by Judson, and a first down up to the 45. So nice pickup of 32 on the first play, and a Judson Eagles first down. Handoff up the gut, tripped at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get right back to the line of scrimmage to the 45 for no gain.
Judson doing just enough trying to run the football to keep Defiance honest. It just has not been successful.
Marshawn Smith on the carry that time. Smith listed at 5'8", 170, the junior. Tried to go low, but the Jackets were able to get the shoe top tackle. Going to go for the screen pass.
Smith on the carry.
That's been the most successful play for Judson today. Just for whatever reason, Defiance has had trouble just reading men out in the flat, whether it's the tight ends or receivers stay out there or running backs leak out. So no one for Defiance has picked them up right away. And Judson's been able to turn their guys upfield and turn those into positive gains.
So 3rd and 6 from the Judson 49. Play clock down to 13 as they get the call in a little late. Play clock down to 3. Should be a delay game, but not called. Close enough. Incomplete on the crosser right there.
Well, what
bring up a fourth down.
What I've been told by officials is what they do when they see the play clock like that is you have the tenths of a second. So the official looking at the play clock, so the official is going to be called from behind the offense. So the back judge, when he sees it hit 0, he's going to look down and he's going to look at the snap. And if he looks down, looks at the snap, and it's not snapped immediately, then the flag goes out. If he looks down and sees the snap, then you're giving him the tenths of the second that aren't shown on the play clock, and you let it go.
And that was pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean, that was pretty close.
Yeah,
so.
It's not a thing where you're trying to beat the clock. Now offenses will do that, but you told you give them a few, just a quick tenths of a second.
Takes a plus bounce.
Yeah, wobbler turns into a good punt.
Mark it out at about the 21-yard line of Defiance College, and that's where the Jackets will take over. Want to say thank you to the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and ag lending. Operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. So thank you to the State Bank for your generosity on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Man in motion. They'll turn and hand off. Up the middle. Another positive run near a first down.
Yeah, continuing to go deep. We saw...
that was Brown on the run.
Yeah, Jeremy Brown played a little bit in that opening half. Freshman from Texas getting involved here.
He looks like a home run hitter out there, too. I mean, that speed, once he gets into the second wave of the defense, he's... definitely a speed burst kind of guy, as that one was bottled up, but he only needed a yard, and he got it. They'll move the chains and a first down for the Jackets out to the 33-yard line. Needed a yard, got a yard right there.
Yeah, sometimes it's the biggest one to get.
So 8 minutes and 25 seconds and counting here in quarter number 3. Each team has had one possession, and both teams have punted it away. Plenty of protection. Warren going to keep it, go on the sideline, get out close to the 40-yard line. And they'll mark him, right about the 40. So a nice gain of about 7 on first down. And had he received that block a little earlier, he probably would have a lot more turf running down that left side. But good pursuit, giving credit where it's due to the Eagles' D-line right there. Nice lateral quickness, keeping him to just a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. Fakes the sweep handoff. Warren will continue on to his right, and we got penalty flags all over the place. 2 down on the field right now. We'll see if this one's coming back.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold out of the receiver. I think this is going to be on Taiwan Rome is going to be one of the calls.
It's too bad it's not a spot foul. So a hold and a second down call. Again, too bad that's not a spot foul, Randy, because if that was a spot foul from where that was, it would have been definitely a first down, but instead they'll mark 10 yards off.
Yeah, it would be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Well, actually, it was a spot foul. Okay, I was thinking that happened farther down. It would have been a first down.
Well, the official threw his flag and then remarked it after the...
Gotcha, okay. I did not see him remark it. So a second down and about 6 here for the Jackets. Ground game been very effective today. Warren drops back to pass. Will take a shot down the right side. Underthrown ball. Caught. He steps out of a tackle. He is taking it to the house. Jackets touchdown. Big time catch right there. And way to stay.
Yeah, Williams, the freshman, somehow not only comes up with a catch here as we take a look at the replay. A huge play, but somehow stays in bounds. DB let up. I don't know if he just imagined Williams was going to go out of bounds. Maybe he thought he pushed Williams out of bounds. But
sure looked like he was out of
what
bounds,
a play for Williams to get into the end zone.
So another touchdown for the Jackets extends their lead on the Defiance College scoreboard. Defiance College with a sideline warning. That's their second, so that'll actually be a yardage walk-off on the extra point. So we'll wait for them to mark the penalty off. Nope, they're not going to mark the yardage off. I thought the second one would be a walk-off there. Sanchez with the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the extra point is good. So the Defiance College scoreboard shows it 38-14 with 7:07 to play in quarter number 3. And again, the run has done a great job in this instance of setting up the pass. But, man, you can't say enough good things about the offensive line today.
Yeah, they've really held true and haven't really allowed a whole lot of pressure to get to Jelani Warren. Just remember a couple of times where Warren's had to run, but that, I think, has been more because of coverage downfield, just no one been able to get open, but hasn't really had to escape a lot of pressure. And nice job running and a big individual effort there.
And when he has had to escape pressure those few times where it has happened, he's using his legs and his body frame to not only get out of potential adverse situations, but also pick up some real positive yards on those plays, not allowing sacks or drive killers in that case.
Yeah, it was Jelani, well, I know at least at the half, wasn't sacked at all.
Had over 110 yards on the ground, is that right?
Yeah. And I think the officials realized that the ball should be re-spotted because of a penalty.
Yeah, the second sideline warning, I thought, led to a mark off in yardage. And so the Judson elected to accept that penalty on the kickoff instead of the extra point. So it'll be a 5-yard walk-off. And they will tee it up from the 30. 7:07 to play here in quarter number 3. The Defiance College scoreboard shows that 38-14 Jackets lead over the Judson Eagles. And the Jackets are going to have a 3-game homestand, as we mentioned, bringing in Siena Heights next week and then Manchester for homecoming the week after that. Deep kick to about the 4. Fumbled on the catch. Picked up. Running to his left. Good open field tackle on special teams by the Jackets. Stopping the returner at about the 24, 25-yard line where Judson will take over 1st and 10.
Yes, Cassian Whitaker, number 6 on the return, just had trouble. Bounced off his helmet, it looked like, once he was able to get that in. That could have been a lot worse than what it was.
I want to say thank you to Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. That's Metzger's Printing. So Judson takes over at the 25-yard line. Back to pass, taking a shot over the middle. This one going to be just overthrown for the intended receiver to bring up a 2nd down at 10.
Looking for number 13 and flip the card here. Avant Rowe, junior receiver from Cincinnati. Rowe just, I think if he would have turned the other way, would have had an easier job, but he turned around and the ball was thrown behind him and had a tough job trying to make an adjustment and stay in his feet. You saw him lose his balance at the end there.
Did almost a 360, trying to find which way to turn his body right there. And I think he thought it was going to be thrown to the inside, then saw it was to the outside or vice versa. But he got himself a little tangled up there, and that pass fell incomplete. Pressure coming. Quarterback in the grasp and quarterback down. So a loss on the play back to the 15-yard line. And that's just the defensive front of the Jackets, knowing that it's basically 2nd and pass, 3rd and pass.
Yeah, it ends up being 3 purple jerseys that got there. Pope was involved in one of those. We also saw number 44, Dominic Harris, junior defensive lineman from Detroit, come up. Was a part of that stop.
Just great push up front. The O-line for Judson has not really opened up too many holes in the running game, and the Jackets, when obvious passing situations, have been able to get good pressure on the quarterback. So bring up a 3rd and long for Judson. Forced to scramble out to his right. He's going to uncork a deep one, and this one is caught but out of bounds. Great concentration right there, and is another flag, another unsportsmanlike probably coming.
I'm not see if Whitaker held onto it. Yeah, you see the officials talking to the Defiance sideline.
Identifying which player said the Magic phrase.
Yeah, so Whitaker, you see Whitaker there. The ball jostles free at the end. And with the penalty, it's probably not going to matter as we assume this is going to go on Defiance.
So we get an unsportsmanlike against the Jackets. 4th or 5th unsportsmanlike penalty today.
Yeah, just a lot of jawing going on here. This is somewhat surprising considering these two teams have never met in football.
Yeah, it's playing like a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Based on kind of how chippy it is out
and
there.
I know, there's players from the same area. I think maybe some old high school rivalries boil over, or if there's just guys talking trash on the field.
The officials are definitely not letting it slide, though, out there. Whatever's being said is being heard right away and is being called right away. So I doubt it was a, hey, great catch, almost made that. Forced out of the pocket. Closing speed. Almost intercepted by the Jackets. Good defense right there. As you had, I believe, is that 58 Woodson?
Yep.
Got his hand up and almost made the one-handed interception. But good pressure also by the Jackets.
Yeah, Woodson, the freshman linebacker, nice job getting back in coverage.
Forcing Parker to roll to his left. He's had to scramble a lot today.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had a clean pocket to throw from.
Woodson needs to be careful, too, because he turned and was talking smack to that Judson sideline.
So 2nd down and 10 with 5:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Jackets lead 38-14 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Three wide receivers to the near side, one to the far side, and we get a delay of game against Judson. So that'll back them up 5 yards, make it 2nd and 15. Jackets make a quick substitution on the defensive line, thinking that this is probably going to be a pass, so you're bringing out a set of fresh legs to get after the quarterback. Pass complete. Gets him just past the 1st-yard marker. So a good route run right there. I think that might have been Keating, number 82, the senior from Oaklawn, Illinois.
Yeah, Trenton Perry, number 88.
Oh,
nice
88,
job getting
okay.
underneath. Just the underneath routes are what have given Defiance the most trouble today. Just a catch and run. Able to turn that into a 1st down.
Run up the gut. Good tackle. Again, just great defense by the Jackets today. I think it's Cody Johnson, number 20, on the stop. A lot of speed in Cody Johnson. These inside linebackers are fast.
Yeah, they are.
So a 2nd down and 9 will call it a gain of 1. Out to the 43-yard line. Still 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Judson, though, down 3 scores against the Jackets. Pressure coming, forced to scramble out to his right. Pass complete. And that'll be close to a 1st down in plus territory. Pass completed to number 16. That's Capitullo, Jonah Capitullo, the 5'9" junior.
Yeah, just going underneath, been able to hit him again. Just these underneath routes have been there for Judson, setting up 2nd and short.
I think the Jackets are happy to allow those underneath routes as long as they don't break into big plays. So you have to be really sound on your tackling if you're going to allow those underneath routes so that they don't bust into bigger plays.
trying to stay soft in the coverage right now. And
false start.
Yeah, everyone moved except the center that time.
Up.
Center's never wrong. He's the one that starts the play. So he was on 2 when everyone else was on 1.
It's like in the movies. Is that 1-2 go, or do we go on 2? Go on 2. Do you mean like on 2 or 1-2 and then go? So almost made my favorite offensive procedure call. False start on everybody but the center.
Yeah, that's just about what happened there. And
oh,
Defiance
Jackets jump, free play.
Yep.
Take your shot. This one's complete. So Judson will decline that penalty.
Parker's got a nice touch on his throws. He stands in there.
So first down off the completion right there as that penalty is rightly declined. Nice pass over the middle, and it's easy to take that shot when you know that you have the freedom to do pretty much whatever. Even if it's intercepted, you're still keeping the ball.
Yeah, I think Judson knew that too, and they saw Defiance jump, so taking a chance, thread the needle, knowing that they were going to get it back.
Missed tackles by the Jackets. Close to a first down on the catch. One of the Jackets lost his helmet right there, so he'll come out for a play as that was Ty Douglas, the junior, number 12.
He's going underneath again. Here's Duke, number 7. And again, just able to hit him underneath and makes the first man miss, cuts up field, and another second and short opportunity for Judson.
So Judson now back close to the red area with 2 minutes 45 seconds to play. Play clock down to 10. Judson's already taken 1 delay game on this drive. Second down and short. Handoff. Tackled in the backfield. Great job by the Jackets defensive front. Good speed right there. Looked like that was Dominic Harris, 44, getting in there and getting the stop. Kind of tackled him by the back of his jersey right there and just held on for dear life.
Yeah, running the ball there on second down, knowing that they had an opportunity here on third. Wouldn't be completely surprised they don't try to run it here too.
I agree. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Running back, picking up the blitzer in the backfield. This shot to the end zone. This one's caught. That's a touchdown for Judson. Big time catch right there by Grant Alexander in the corner. And boy, he's a hard guy to cover.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the replay here. See the Edo Boateng for Defiance pleading his case that Alexander got away with a push-off.
Fans agree with you, Randy.
Yeah.
How much space did it clear is obviously the question, but looked like got a little bit of a push-off right there, but no call. So touchdown Judson. Makes it 38-20, and Judson will go for 2. They have not attempted a field goal yet today, nor an extra point. Pass incomplete. What that does, Randy, is that still makes it a 3-possession game at 18 points.
Yeah,
so, I mean, rolling the dice.
Where having a kicker,
yeah,
would be helpful because you kick it and you make it 38-21. And now...
I mean, I guess it's 3 possessions either way.
Yeah,
but
two,
if you get
two
it,
and a field goal, but big play there.
So good stop by the Jackets on the 2-point conversion. Want to take a moment to thank Paramount Healthcare, a proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your healthcare needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. A lot of great sponsors on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. We'll be sure to thank them all during today's broadcast. So the PA system is kind of gone by the wayside, unfortunately, today. Although I have been able to pick up some of what the referee's been saying, so there must be some speaker
I think
that's
his
working.
mic, is still working a little bit, but unfortunately the best PA announcer in all the land has been silenced today. So how anyone
This one
can
might go. Nope, it's going to be picked up on the bounce. To the 40. Tackled there. Good open field tackle, but great starting field position. As again, you kind of hold your breath with all the purple jerseys near the Judson bench, with as much jawing back and forth has been happening today, that you don't want silly penalties derailing what is great starting field position. So Jackets keep the ball and will start at the 40. And a first down for their next possession. They lead on the Defiance College scoreboard 38-20 with 1 minute and 47 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Get a look at who's in the backfield for the Jackets. I think that's Cam Turner again. Send a man in motion. Turn and hand off to Turner. Turner goes right side. Gets about 6, maybe 7 on his first down carry.
Yeah, one of the few times Turner's gone directional right away. Normally he's cut downfield and then found somewhere to go, but that time trying to get to the outside, then able to cut upfield.
So a good run on first down, keeps them ahead of schedule. And it brings up a 2nd down and 4. They need to get to midfield for the first down. Warren waits with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Takes the pistol snap. Quick pass caught. First down, out of bounds. Giving that one to Davion Williams for an easy pitch and catch and a first down.
And we saw DC receiver do that earlier, where they came back and caught it maybe just shy of the yard to gain, and then came back, but that time was able to turn around and cut back upfield.
So first down for the Jackets in plus territory with just under 50 seconds to play. Jackets will really only need to run one more play here if they keep it in bounds before the third quarter expires. Good tackle right there on defense by the defensive front for Judson. I'm going to say that might have been Odunyemi, number 40 on the stop, the 6'3" freshman.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Jackets will let this play clock run all the way down, I believe.
Worst news for everyone here, they figured out where the speaker was unplugged at.
Didn't you just say he was the best announcer?
Doesn't mean
Randy.
everyone wants to hear him.
This is the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. The Jackets lead 38-20 on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. We'll be right back for quarter number 4.
Free pizza.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast, the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. You see the total yardage there's 372 for the Jackets, 319, 298 passing yards of that, almost 90-some percent passing yards for Judson. The Jackets get most of theirs on the ground. There's a run up the middle, and the defender actually tackles him forward for an extra 2 yards. Turner gets a nice gain there, just outside the 41 to the 42-yard line. where he's marked.
An 18-point lead for Defiance, trying to run this clock in the fourth quarter. Don't know how innovative or creative this offense will get, and they've found what's worked with them with running the football, so you might see a heavy dose of that. Just try to run this out and send this home opening crowd out with a win tonight.
It's sending a man in motion. We'll see if Warren keeps this one. We got there early, and that was going to be called a pass interference penalty.
Incomplete, flag on the play.
Penalty going against number
Intended for Defiance Williams.
number 3, I believe. That would be Nick Curry, the defensive back, out there just a smidge early. Blowing up the screenplay.
Williams gave him a nice little tap.
Foul. The ball was behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're saying that the ball was behind the line of scrimmage. So the Jackets now will punt this one away, you would think, and trust their defense to try to limit the big plays by Judson. Through the air. Still plenty of time, so Judson doesn't have to rely just on its passing game, but that's where they've made pretty much all their yardage.
Yeah, running
today.
hasn't been successful today, so
I believe 21 rushing yards out of the 319 that they have, if memory serves. Bolanos gets this one knocked down, so that little bit of breeze that's out there knocked that kick down, and this one will go down to about the 15-yard line.
Trying a bit of a directional kick. And I don't know if that was the spot where they really needed to do that. I think he could have uncorked that a little bit longer. It does put Judson inside the 20, but that's the second time where you think a guy, especially the experience that Bolanos has, to pin that in. And looks like Buzz is at least having a good. Okay, if it's 87 degrees outside, what is it in the Buzz costume right
110.
now? Yeah, that's
wearing ice packs, probably those ice necklaces, and
ice
probably
anything.
like only being out there for a short period of time and then kind of coming back and taking a rest and getting properly hydrated.
Put the underwear in the freezer the night before.
That's beyond my pay grade. I don't know that. Back to pass, clean pocket, uncorks a deep one. This is way over the head of the would-be receiver. Good no call. Get some hand fighting right there, going for Grant Alexander, who has had a tremendous game, but that one just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, it's the same thing I was going to say, Jim. There's a little bit of hand fighting, but that ball being overthrown, I think that was an uncatchable ball, so the officials were going to let that go.
So 2nd down and 10, still 14:04 to play here in the contest. 3 possession lead for the Jackets, 18, 38-20 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Jackets asking the home crowd to make a little noise. And the fans respond in kind. Going to step up, step out of the pressure. He's going to get the first down. He's not going to slide.
Parker, the ball carrier.
Parker gets the ball into plus territory.
Yeah,
A nice run right there.
Finally pushed down from behind, but with everyone taking off downfield, left the middle of the field open. So Parker able to get out of that first one. A little bit of a ball fake. He's going to tuck it and run. And not going to see a lot of purple jerseys until he gets well downfield.
Jackets have to call a timeout based on defensive substitution.
Yeah,
good use of no huddle right
they
there.
Were, yeah, DC just not getting set defensively. I think anything else, just want to make sure they get the correct 11 on the field.
Probably a good timeout also for just the way that last play broke down. You know,
you're going to
have
be
a lot of
winded
momentum right there.
trying to catch them, getting downfield, and like you said, 38-20. You got a little some room to work with if you're the Yellow Jackets, but it's not a situation where you're just going to allow Judson to score. But you want to, it's a fine line you walk here.
And again, Judson basically exclusively going for 2 when they score. So if they're unable to get the 2-point conversion this time, assuming they score, it's still a 2-possession game. So it's like no matter what Judson does, it's still multiple possessions based on their inability to get the 2-point conversions.
You're hoping either for a stop or an onside or sudden change. The way Defiance has been able to run the football. be tough to do. And the clock, not a factor quite yet, but it soon will become one.
So the Eagles line up in plus territory at the 46-yard line. Pope getting some pressure. Wide open in the middle, first down.
Parker's pass complete.
Inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
I just found Avant Rowe. Everyone has seen it a few times, just settling in the middle of the field. Receivers are getting open.
Eagles with a nice drive so far. Big running play. Sets them up in plus territory. Jackets getting pressure. Deep pass out of bounds. No call.
Parker's pass is incomplete.
Yeah, when thrown a couple yards out of bounds, that one's going to be tough for anyone to get to. So good non-call there.
Second down and 10.
So second down and 10. Jackets on defense. Their secondary is going to be tested as much as they've been tested all year here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think Judson taking more shots downfield, especially saw it there on that first down play, knowing what's been available to them in the middle of the field, and they'll be a little bit more conservative here. This has been the area of the field where the Defiance defense has tightened up.
They're using the long pass to set up the intermediate routes. It's almost looks like. Parker with the carry. Again, good coverage downfield by the Jackets. I don't think that was a designed run like Warren usually does, where it's like 2 steps back and away you go. Parker scanned the field, saw his options covered, made the wise decision to try to get a few yards out of it. Almost tripped, then ultimately tackled. Parker's a big dude, does not slide a lot.
No, I don't know if he felt the pressure there and realized he was going to get hit, but he's trying to move this ball downfield.
4 down territory, no doubt, for the Eagles. Good stop right there on defense for the Jackets.
Yeah, better job sticking with the receiver there. So Woodson again, the freshman linebacker.
Brought down by Woodson.
It's a 4th down. Not in ball game because there's a lot of time left, but this is a critical 4th down for Judson. Again, it's a hot one out there. Not just for the players, but for our crew. They're doing a tremendous job out there. For the officials as well. Who jumped first?
Yeah, this is going to be one that's going to be debated.
False start.
There you go.
Offense, number 61. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Penalty going against Caleb Davis, the junior offensive lineman. So again, Randy, can't say enough about the crew out there today. It's almost 90 degrees outside. They're out in the sun this whole game, making this broadcast look as good as it does. So 4th down and 9. Back to pass. Incomplete.
Parker's pass is incomplete, intended for
Looking for a sideline route there on 4th down. That's going to be a tough ball to be completed. The success that Judson's had underneath, and I know in a short field that was going to be tough to do, but with the success they had underneath stuff, that is a surprising play call to me.
So the pass to the sideline goes incomplete. A couple passes on those last 4 downs that were a little bit too tall. And the Jackets get the ball and the turnover on downs. For a spell there in the first half, Judson was over on the 4th down conversions, and this definitely does not help their percentage.
Yeah, it's been just trying to convert 3rd downs for them has been a struggle this afternoon. Now, love to see nothing more than a good 5-6 minute drive out of Defiance here.
Good job staying in bounds. by Brown. So Jeremy Brown Jr., the freshman running back, getting a fair amount of carries. And again, it's fresh legs, Randy. No matter who they bring in, it seems like running the ball, they're having success.
Yeah, this is trying to just get everyone well involved and trying to keep everyone as fresh as possible.
Trying to break out of a tackle, trying to make the best out of a well-defended play.
Looked like Brown there wanted to reverse his field when he got wrapped up and then thought better of it. And almost the best thing for him would be just to go down at that point. He's still fighting, and gets pushed backward. As long as he's still fighting for yardage, the officials are going to let that go. And he could have, given himself up, and then that first contact let it go right there, but it wasn't in the grass, just continued to go, and lost a couple more yards there.
No flag for offsides. Going to take a shot downfield. This one is almost intercepted. Good job by the wide receiver right there, Davion Williams, to turn into a defender and knock that ball away.
This one was both nearly intercepted and almost really caught again. You see the bounce, everyone coming back. And within range. Jalen Warren within range.
So the clock stops on the incompletion as Jackets now bring up a third down. Not an obvious passing situation, though, as this team has done a great job of making up yardage on the ground. And you wonder if they're going to run the ball just to keep that clock moving.
Yeah, it's something I would have thought about doing, too, with Warren. And depending on how much of this he gets. Yeah, he was well down. Yeah, he'll kind of gave up on the football after he went down. No hesitation on Defiance. They're going to punt, put their defense back on the field.
So now Bolanos doesn't have to worry about directional kicking. He just let this one rip.
Just boom it away.
He averages a little over 40 per kick. Now is this time to really keep that yards per kick up there. He's going to need a good one. Just barely got that. With the high snap again. Return up to about the 35. And we get more talking than pushing and shoving going on at the end of that play. This is turning into a rivalry. I didn't realize it was one.
I didn't either. There's been a lot of just.
But this is played like an old Heartland Conference game, the way these teams are going at it like they've known each other for years. So the ball marked just outside the 35, close to the 36. And a first down for Judson. Just over 9 minutes to play. Defiance College scoreboard shows it 38-20. Jackets lead. Screen pass coming. Dropped.
Trying to set the tunnel screen there. Had blockers in front. And the most important part, though, securing the football. And big break for Defiance. That could have been a big play for Judson.
Trenton Perry, number 81, the 6'1 senior from Joliet, the intended receiver. That was going to be well defended, though, by the Jackets. It looked like they had a DB or a safety that was right in his face when he tried to catch that. So it was that, like you said, you can't make a move until you get the ball, but you're also looking over, seeing you're probably going to take a shot. Just did not complete the pass. Second down and 10. Clean pocket up the middle. Pope breaks that pocket. Looks like they're going to get a penalty on Pope, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, up in the head and neck area, and this has been a new thing, kind of trickled down all levels of football. Right, the quarterbacks get a little protection here, and just don't like the bulldog up by the neck.
So that'll be 15 yards to the good for Judson and a first down.
It's been that type of day for Pope. He's had a lot of pressure, and you like the physicality, you like the hit that he provided there. Just got to watch where you hit the quarterbacks.
Yep. So that'll put it on the 49 of Defiance College. So Judson in plus territory with 8:45 to play. That one was a gift-wrapped interception right there. The Jackets unable to come down with that pass.
Yeah, looking for Tyquez Douglas, junior defensive back. Douglas knew it too, had plenty of time to react. He was getting set, saw the green in front of him, and just again, like we said on the offense play a few plays ago, did everything right except secure the package there.
So 2nd down and 10. Judson gets a reprieve after that would-be interception.
That one really would have made it difficult for Judson.
So 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Pass tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, deflected right at the line. Didn't see who got their hands up, but a nice job, Defiance. And that's one thing defensive linemen are taught. If you're not going to get to the quarterback, put your hands up. It does 2 things. One, it makes the line of sight and the vision difficult, or maybe you get your hands on there and deflect that. And that is exactly what that front four or Defiance did. And really, one thing we haven't talked a lot about Defiance, and one thing really want to give them credit for, is their pressures come really with just 4. They haven't had to blitz, right? Haven't had to be exotic with some of their pressures. Just our guys against your guys. And it's been the battle has been mostly won by Defiance this afternoon.
So 3rd down and 10, play clock under 5. Oh, threading the needle right there. Rowe with the catch. Not as we get an injured player back at midfield for Defiance College, but
timeout, injury.
Yeah, Rowe
just no room there.
Yeah, in between 2 defenders, what a big play. He's able to come and get that, and I believe we have our first cramper of the day.
Richard Pope, the 4th.
Yeah, if you're Defiance, you hope this isn't anything serious, and he's been a big part of the defensive game plan of the Jackets.
Coach is out checking on him before trainer comes out. Pope goes off under his own power, which is always an encouraging sign. Hopefully that's all it was a cramp.
Yeah, some of the temperatures. And this, getting the later stages of this one. I'm surprised that that's been the first one today.
And he looks like he's just getting some cold water down there on the sideline. Helmet at his side. He'll walk this off, whatever it is, and then hopefully be back in right away because he's a difference maker for that defense.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So Judson with a 1st down inside the 30 to about the 25. Pass complete. Just level after a short gain.
Quality sound can be irritating, sometimes painful. High quality sound excites us and connects us with the most.
So a short gain and a stoppage of play right away as we get another Jacket
injury.
Again, just going underneath, and now it's like more linemen going down here. Not sure if this is a cramp.
It's going to be Cody Johnson. Another difference maker on that defense. If you ask Coach, I think he's made way too many trips onto the field for his liking to check on his players today.
Yeah, a team that is already, what he's told us in the pregame.
7 down.
Yeah, 7 down at one point.
Yeah, they were down 7 starters last week. Back to pass. Taking a shot wide open. Knocked away at the last second. Good closing speed by the secondary there for the Jackets. We'll catch the replay.
You see Deshaun Palmer right there at the last second, number 7, able to get one hand up in there and knock that one away.
Great play. Palmer saves the touchdown there for the Jackets. 7 minutes 32, third and long coming up here for Judson in what's obvious 4-down territory.
Now, Palmer, great job, that free safety position. He's allowed to roam free. He did just that, realized where the ball was going to go.
Press coverage up top, soft coverage down below as we get a man in motion. Check it down. Good tackle. That one-on-one tackle right there.
Timeout for injury.
And another injured Jacket.
Yeah, nice job in the open field to come up with a stop here.
Dominic Harris, the D lineman, down.
4th down and 5.
He lost the helmet, so.
Not biting on the job there, so Woodson stepped up. It's had quite a bit of playing time today.
4th down and medium for the Eagles. Must convert here. As Randy mentioned earlier, time was not a factor for a while there in this fourth quarter, but it's becoming a factor.
Yeah, it's 7:20 and counting to go. You're looking at 4th and 5. Yeah. But we've seen Defiance, the way they've been able to run the football. If you're Judson, you're starting to think, how many possessions do you have left?
Yep, because Jackets could easily put together a nice running possession, eat up 5 or 6 minutes as we get a timeout by Judson.
They're first.
I think they understand how important a play this is, too.
Yeah, I want to make sure they get the right play here.
We're going to step aside real quick on this 4th down. You're watching Defiance College football on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to defy.
And back out for the 4th down conversion opportunity here for Judson. Jackets defense needs a stop. Judson needs a completion, and it's right off the hands of a would-be interception. But the Jackets get the stop, turnover on downs, and that could be the ball game for the Jackets.
Yeah, in the long run, that might help out Defiance. They're going to get better field position, right? That interception, he goes down right there, you lose yards. But any way you look at it, you can look at a big stop. I'm not sure what Parker was looking at here. That was just two. Well, he did have a receiver in the vicinity, but he had two defenders closing in. They were the two closest people to the football. But yeah, with 6:52 to go, if you're Judson, you're thinking maybe if you're lucky, you get the ball one more time.
You're going to need it 3 times, down 18 points. So if the Jackets take care of the football, stating the obvious, and run the ball and run the clock, and they run on 1st down there for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Judson used the timeout, as we said, before that 4th down play, so just 2 left. So they'll get 2 stoppages and then that new 2-minute, what do they call it in the I know it's not the 2-minute warning like it is in the NFL.
Yeah, just a 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, the 2-minute timeout.
So really, technically 3 timeouts for Judson, one of them procedural. But the Jackets are going to be happy to run this clock down as much as possible after a nice 4-yard gain on 1st down, 2nd and 6. Take the high snap, fake the toss over the middle. Feet got tangled up. No flag. Boy, that looked like a little more than just incidental feet contact right there.
Yeah, surprised Warren didn't try to run it there. That is going to be a tight window to throw the ball into. Your Defiance team trying to run out this clock. Not play you would expect them to run.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up for Defiance College. And you see over there Markel Wade, the freshman tight end, pleading his case with the official. But not to be. 3rd and long for Defiance College here. Forcing Defiance into a passing situation. Here's a deep shot. Almost hauled in by Tawan Rome.
Intended for Rome.
Just unable to hang on to that one. Nice adjustment for Rome. Coming back and then just couldn't hang on to it as he had come to the ground. A tough break for Defiance. So just when we thought maybe running the football, trying to shorten this game, instead going to throw a couple incomplete passes, help Judson out a little bit.
Judson, Bolanos to punt for Yellow Jackets.
So there's the two schools of thought with that. Number one, play conservative and run the clock, figuring the defense is going to be keying in on the run. Here's a nice deep kick by Bolanos. Going to pick it up on the bounce over his head, get to the sideline out of bounds near the 40.
On the return.
Yeah, it's then
The other school is to kind of be aggressive with it and take the game over. And, you know, you can't please anybody pretty much no matter what you do in that case.
Yeah, it's a big booming kick we've been waiting for out of Matthew Bolanos.
So Bolanos with a nice kick right there. And they flip the field pretty effectively. 1st down coming up at the 38-yard line of Judson. Judson has 2 timeouts, 5 minutes and 54 seconds with which to work. But they're down 3 scores. That's the most important factor in this game. Jack's done a good job shutting Judson down on 4th down opportunities. Just performing one on the last drive. Pressure coming up the middle, steps out of it, throws over the middle behind the would-be receiver and falls incomplete. That one intended for Trenton Perry, number 88.
It's thrown a little bit behind them. Those have been the passes that have had the most success for Judson.
2nd down and 10. Only a few seconds run off the clock there. Intercepted. And out of bounds. That should seal it.
A lot of dancing feet that time out of Parker. You see Parker kind of moving around. At the last minute decides to unload the football.
Number 0, 15.
So get an unsportsmanlike at the end of that play after Ado Boateng gets the interception. They'll mark it off 15 from where he went out of bounds, I'm sure.
Yeah, did he? I didn't see it. Did he spike the football?
Either spiked or said something to the receiver, one of the two, which there's been a lot of unnecessary talking going on today. But most importantly, the Jackets take over possession.
10 Yellow Jackets at the Eagle.
So the 42-yard line of Judson is where the Jackets will take over. We'll see if they go a little more conservative on this drive and try to run some time off. I think you're in a better situation in plus territory to be able to run the ball 3 times. The defense still knows that's probably what you're going to throw at them, but you're in a better position, field position-wise, to do that. Warren with the snap, turns and hands off. Up the middle, bounces off a would-be tackler. Turner gets tackled around the ankles after a nice gain by Jay Callentine, number 44, the senior linebacker. Now with 5 minutes and 20 seconds and counting, Jackets should be in absolutely no hurry to snap this next ball.
Yeah, even if they want to throw it underneath, as long as something's catchable. And this is the Defiance. I can't imagine snapping anyone under 5 on the play clock.
Handoff, first down, and more inside the 30. So another nice run right there by the Jackets. This one, Cameron Turner, who's gotten a lot of action today.
And Turner's been statistically the best back today.
First down,
and has to come out at the end of that one. So if he took a hit or he just kind of ran out of gas because of the heat, they're going to quickly get him a water bottle. But with the depth at running back this team has shown today, though, they'll be okay.
Man in motion, clean to the far side. Turning hand to Sloan. Sloan's been the one running back for the Jackets who hasn't really been able to find the holes that the other running backs have.
He's had, I don't know if it's a problem with the turf shoes today. He's been the biggest one, and you saw it there again. I don't know if we can see that one more time. You're going to watch him. He's going to take the handoff, and watch him as he tries to cut upfield. Slips right there, and that's been multiple times. So I don't know if he just has the wrong set of turf shoes, or if he's just having trouble today. But for whatever reason, it's only been him.
Sloan in the backfield to the right of Warren with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Play clock down to 4. They fake the sweep. Warren going to keep. Going to be pushed out of bounds right there, so a break for Judson stops the clock.
I don't know.
At least momentarily.
I don't know if the play calling will get this exotic late in the game, trying to salt this away, but that is probably the 3rd or 4th time out of Defiance we've seen a man go in motion either way, faking the jet sweep, and then doing something else with it, either throwing the opposite way. We've seen Warren go on a draw. At some point, Defiance is going to have to stick with that because people are going to see that on film, say, if they fake it, they're going to do something else. We've only seen the jet sweep run once today, but I would expect Defiance to run it again at some point after seeing the fake.
Pass complete. First down inside the 20, inside the 10, to the 5. Makes a turn, but it's going to be brought back on a holding penalty, unfortunately. This one was a house call, but I think they're going to get, is it Williams, 19 on the hold? And he's even apologizing right away.
Yeah,
Desmond Garrett.
Garrett's actually more upset. You're going to watch this here. So Desmond catches up with us, and at first his instinct is he sees the pressure. He's going diagonally. Okay, guys there, let me step out. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to do that. And all he was going to do was back up so he could go down inbounds. And then that's a tough one because Williams realized it too. He's going to back up. All he's going to do is go down to let that clock run some more.
That's why he released the block.
Yeah, and then Williams was caught red-handed when Desmond decided to cut back upfield.
But assuming that's a spot foul, that's still a first down for the Jackets, is it not?
Now they've got the down box past the chains, but reading third. Yeah, so it'll be first down. They still have the yardage after the penalty to pick up the first down.
So 6 off the board, but still 2.5 to play. The Jackets in control with the ball in the red area. There's a free play. Take the shot. Overthrown into the end zone, but why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No risk, all reward. So 5-yard penalty and the remain first down. 2:28 to play in the contest. Jackets up 3 possessions, 38-20 on the Defiance College scoreboard. And again, for a first time playing Judson from Illinois, it seems like a game that these two teams have played a lot before. Very heated out there, not just the temperature on the field.
No, it's been, that's some of it, it shows with the coaching staffs, right? Like, well, we want to be those guys that come out and talk smack, and some guys are like, hey, we're gonna I don't want to say classless or classy, but it's a thing where we win with class, we lose with class. These guys just they want to talk, right? And as long as you back it up. Heads up play there by Ward. You saw the same thing. He was going to run out of bounds and realized it.
Big-time smart play right there by Warren. See him scramble to his right on the instant replay. And instead of being forced out of bounds, just puts on the brakes and goes down before anybody can strip the ball. So we're going to have the 2-minute timeout coming up. And that'll give us an opportunity to say thank you to Marco's, Defiance College Athletics, supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Located on North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before or after the game for carryout or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest deals, and be sure to download the Marco's app, where pizza is just a tap away. And also want to say thank you to the Alumni Varsity D. The AVD has a long tradition of supporting and promoting DC athletics. Comprised of former varsity athletes, Alumni Varsity D pays it forward for the Yellow Jackets of tomorrow. For more information, visit defiance.edu/alumni today. Also mark your calendars for the Yellow Jacket Classic Golf Outing on June 14th of 2025. And finally, Randy, the Purple and Gold Club. The Purple and Gold Club has been advancing DC athletics for 50 years. A joint mission of community members, parents, staff, and fans. Purple and Gold supports the Yellow Jackets to elevate the student-athlete experience and facilities through a variety of initiatives. All members receive an all-sports pass to watch every Yellow Jacket home event with additional perks as well. To find out more or join today, visit dcpurpleandgoldclub.com. A lot of great sponsors on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network as we come back from the timeout, the 2-minute stoppage. Jackets have the ball with a 2nd down and 2. Being able to score here would be great, but more importantly, just being able to run the timeout. I'm going to say he was down before that ball came out. I think he came up with it anyway. As he went to the ground, did Jeremy Brown Jr. there. Elbow hit before the ball came out.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Judson electing not to use their timeouts.
I thought they might force Defiance into at least use one here. Defiance really essentially doesn't have to score. They can get a 1st down, and that would do it.
And I think Defiance, they're going to send out the kicking. I was going to say, I figure just try to run it up the middle and ice the game.
That's what I was thinking, too. And you never know when you're going to need a situation, so always good to game situation a little bit better than a practice. So we'll send the very accurate Zeke Sanchez out there to kick.
Sanchez to make this one a 21-point lead. Good snap. Kick is up, and it's no good to the left.
Yeah, just hooked it off to the left like you said, Jim. Thing just off the foot left funny.
Again, not much wind out there, so I think that was all on the toe.
Just on the landing. And
so 38-20, the Jackets lead on the Defiance College scoreboard. 39.2 seconds to go in the contest. Judson with 2 of its 3 timeouts, but don't think they're going to be scoring 18 points in 39 seconds.
Yeah, that would be a Herculean task.
Yeah, I think the Jackets have this one today. Now we may see the frustration of the totality of the game, so hopefully no talking back and forth at the end here, and everything goes well according to plan with these final 39 seconds. New quarterback in for Judson as well. Good stop in the open field, and that could be the last play of the ball game. So with under 20 seconds, Judson in no hurry to snap this next ball. They may run one more play.
Right, yeah, not in necessarily a hurry, but there's enough time to get one off, so not just going to stand around and let the clock run. They may even get, it's going to hit triple zeros.
So that'll do it. The keeper by Jalen Webb-Starkey, the last play of the contest, a nice run for a first down, but the Jackets take the dub 38-20 for their home opener. And it was a pretty dominant run performance by the Jackets. I mean, they made some things happen through the air, but man, that running game was on point today.
Yeah, see if I can get the final numbers here real quick. But Defiance is going to end up 436 yards of offense with 270 of them coming on the ground. So big effort out of Defiance this afternoon. Yeah, you see the final numbers there. 25 first downs to 17. They gave 436 yards of offense for DC, 423 for Judson. 341 passing, so that passing attack is everything that we thought it would be.
Sure was.
Out of the Eagles. 20 of 38, although they did end up throwing 3 interceptions. But all in all, good afternoon of football for the Yellow Jackets.
A little bit of a bend but don't break defense for the Jackets. Opportunistic, forcing the turnovers when they needed to, shutting down drives, especially on fourth downs. Just an overall great team performance in all 3 phases. And I know that that'll be something the coach will be very pleased with as he looks at film today. Obviously, you don't want to give up 300 and almost 350 yards passing, but to do it in a winning effort, know that your team forced the critical turnovers when they had to have them, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, and the run defense did fairly well. You almost forced Judson to be one-dimensional, but really good effort, especially after the way that Defiance lost their first 2 games on the road to open at home. Get a solid effort. It's going to be big for them building this program.
I want to say thank you to our director today, Ken Rieker. On cameras, John Tripodi and Paitlin Gillian. Jim and Randy doing the announcing. And for Defiance College, I want to thank, as always, Tiffany Selhorst and Garrett Mansfield, the SID. And just a great way to start off the season, Randy. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, just the big win for Defiance. Good to see them open the home season with a win. How many times have we seen, the bad things kind of get in Defiance's way, right? Losses build up, and you feel like they turn a corner, and then something bad happens. So after a couple of tough ones on the road, to see them come here, open with a win, and maybe they can build on that as they're going to have a couple more in a row here.
Appreciate you tuning in this Saturday afternoon. Thank you so much for watching Defiance College football on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you again next week.